Hello, I'm afraid that I've got a bit of a sore throat, but it's not too bad at the moment. It's like it's recovering just enough that I'll be able to answer questions and stuff, but aside from that, can't really do much. Well, I mean, yeah, I can still answer questions and I'll still be able to talk, but yeah, I'll sound a bit different. Just had to get an annoying sore throat right before the stream, but I guess that's something you need to remember and take care of if you're going to do streaming. Let me just get let me just get it all set up. Oh look, my blue sky's up there. That's cool. Maybe I should take that down. Luckily, there wasn't anything scandalous on there. So I'll just grab the comments. Well, you know what I mean. Let's see, where's the stream? I'll just quickly grab the window capture, bring down the window capture. Yep, that's right. Then I will bring up the comments so that I can look at all your lovely smiling words, whichever those are. Okay, let's see. Okay. Switch account to, let's see, there it is. Go to the studio. It's less lo-fi hip-hop and more art, ambience music, because that's kind of how I'm feeling with the recovery. But at least it's, yep, doing still pretty good. Wait, where are you? Where's the chat? Come on now. Let's see your chat. There we go, there's the chat. There's got to be a simpler way to do this. I just want... it'd be super simple if I just wanted to read the chat, but in order to have the chat show up on the camera, it needs to be a little different. Okay. My voice is trying to morph into Tony J. Oh, I wish. A baby? A monster? Oh man, it would be great if like the sore throat just morphed my voice so that I'd be able to get a decent voice acting career playing villains. Yeah. It's going alright. Let's see. Well, I mean, apart from the sake, it's all pretty good. Let's see. Now let's just get the windows all set up and we'll be all good. Is that it? Yes, there it is. Bring it down. It's about right. Bring this down a little more. Let's see, about there. Well, actually, it's probably better to bring it to about here. No, I should probably like crop this. You don't need that. That'll work. Okay. Well, probably don't want to actually get rid of it. That's better. Alright. So we got that, and we just need to shrink this down so that I can see both of them in the same window, because I do not have a dual monitor set up, at least not anymore. Maybe I'll be able to set that up later on, but for now we're just doing this. Might bring this off to the side a little bit. There we go. Then chunk that over. Yaha. There we go. That should be the whole thing. Let me just double check. Yep. Not too much of an issue. Might bring this over a little to the side, but yep, that works out. Yeah, luckily I'm recovering, so it's the sore throat's not so bad. Okay, for those who don't know, but most of you do, this is body doubling. This is basically this is fighting against a symptom of ADHD called executive dysfunction, where you just need someone to watch, or even you just need the potential of someone watching to be able to get something done. And that's what you guys are doing, which is most appreciative. And it also works out as a kind of, maybe not a Patreon reward, but maybe that'll be in the future if I get more patrons. But for now, let us move forward. Okay, we're on 232, and we basically just need to do the video pass here, where we get all the clips of all the videos that we want to need. that we want to need. Know that we'll get all the videos of the stuff that we want to put together. Probably would be a good idea to just get the text there too. There it is. So copy and bring that over here, and we paste it. All right. There we go.
Highlights.
Whoa, hold on, it's a bit loud for me. I need to turn it down a bit. Okay.
Highlights. Ash and the gang must be feeling the pressure to step up their adventure game after Team Rocket showed them how standalone episodes are done last time, as already we've certainly got a hook we haven't seen in a while.
Okay, so where do we start here?
Ash and the gang must be feeling the pressure to step up their adventure game after Team Rocket showed them how standalone episodes are done.
Okay, so we need 231 in there because we're referencing the first episode. So where do I put 231? It's about, I should probably, yeah, there we go, 231, let's see.
Prepare for trouble.
The twip.
My Wobbuffet right.
What's a good clip?
I forgot that I'm a
Okay, that's a good kind of funny clip. Okay, that'll be a good clip for the previous episode. Bring that over there. And then we will grab go back to 232. And then we will, let's see, what does it open on? There we go. Always good to have the opening B-roll. Okay. Hope it wasn't. I hope the reason that Tony J had his voice wasn't because he was constantly fighting a sore throat. That would suck. But yeah. It starts to get bad. I've got some lozenges.
Highlights. Ash and the gang must be feeling the pressure to step up their adventure game after Team Rocket showed them after Team Rocket showed them how standalone episodes are done last time, as already we've certainly got a hook we haven't seen in a while. Oh man, if you see a treadmill rise, isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean.
Okay, there we go. Ah, great. It means I've got to get a lip sync right off the bat. That's all good.
Regions of Johto. Wow, this fox sure came in quickly.
Yeah, maybe we should stop.
Came in quickly.
Okay, so about there, I'd say. We'll get the sound through over here.
As already we've certainly got a hook we haven't seen in a while.
Wow, this fog sure.
Feel like that was not snappy enough. Hold on, bring that in a bit closer. Okay, there we go.
As already we've certainly got a hook we haven't seen in a while.
Wow, this fog sure came in quickly.
Yep, that'll work. Maybe give it a little more. Maybe just a kind of a fade in will probably work the best. Just a small one. How would Mimes place their order at the drive-thru? Let's see, Funny thing is that most drive-thrus have cameras now, so that they can probably just they can probably mime it pretty well actually. If you want the boring answer, they'd probably just use their fingers to put up the order number.
Seen in a while.
Wow, this fog sure came in quickly.
Weirdly, in New Zealand, if you order from a drive-thru, you don't actually use the numbers. You just say you say the name of the thing that you're getting. I hear that in America, it's a lot more common to use the numbers. Saying like, instead of like, could I get a quarter pounder combo with a Fanta, you say, can I have a number 32 with a Fanta or something like that. And I understand that, it means that there's less confusion, but it's just funny that we never really caught on to that in New Zealand. Though I'm sure you could, because I think all the orders still have numbers.
Oh man, if you see a treadmill rise, isn't that...
Wow, this fog sure came in quickly.
Yeah, maybe we should stop. It's okay. Hey, listen it. It's okay. Come on.
Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean. Wow, that's a
Okay, hold on. Okay, I should probably do I should probably do a clip of the episode that I'm referencing, which I believe is episode 7. Let's see if I remembered it off the top of my head. Oh, you do both depending on the place? Yeah. I believe it would be episode 7, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look.
Looks like we found it.
Just
James without... No, it's not 7. I think it was... 9, maybe?
I have for you some French crab.
I knew it. It was 9. It was a second guess, which is better than nothing. They did much better fog back in the day. Look at those unique walk cycles. This is on each of the twerps. That's so cool. Okay, where's the there it is. Wow, Pikachu is so fat.
Hey, looks like a fire. All right, what's the name of this one? Hey, yeah. Hey, looks like a fire. All right, what's the name of this?
There we go. Early days back when things weren't standardized, it's true. Back when Pikachu was fat. And walk cycles were loose and free. Hey all. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining in on the
Oh man,
stuff.
if you see a treadmill, rise. Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I...
Okay, hold on. There we go. And the rest of it can be over here.
Wow, this
Dang it. I want to bring it over a bit more. There it goes. Wow. Okay, so about there.
It's okay. Come on.
We want to just do come on. So where's the come on? Here we go.
You know what I mean.
It's okay. Come on.
That's good. Unlink it. See if we can get the lip syncing all right.
You know what I mean.
Okay.
Darn it, got it a little bit off. I'll need to work on that. Yeah, why are those guys in the bottom row? It should be on footage row. Footage row is up a bit. There we go. Got to make sure that it's all on the right row so that I can do a mass copy paste of the attributes later on. Okay.
You know what I mean.
Might have to copy paste here. Let's find out.
You know what I mean.
It's okay. Come on.
There we go.
Treadmill. You know what I mean.
Come on.
Oh man, that worked perfectly. It's always nice when it works perfectly.
Treadmill, rise. Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean.
Okay, I need to grab the Misty though. There we go.
Yeah, maybe we should stop.
Joining in to work on. Yeah, I'm doing it. Times I've had to use the drive-through on my invisible car. I've had to encounter a drive-through with a camera. No, I meant like a security camera. Like, I'm not saying like there's a camera at the actual drive-through, but there has to be like security cameras for that kind of thing. Oh. Alright. Yep. Holding on pretty good. Despite the dang sore throat.
It's okay. Come on.
You know what I mean.
Come on.
Okay, and then we just need the, where's the Misty? Okay, about there would be about right. See if that matches up alright.
Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean.
That's pretty good. It doesn't quite...
Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what... You see a treadmill rise. Isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean.
Come on.
That'll work.
You wish stop. It's okay. Come on.
There we go.
See a treadmill rise. Isn't that the point?
Okay, that one, I need to get the footage a bit better there. There we go.
Sure came in quickly.
Oh man, if you see a treadmill rise, isn't that the point of a treadmill? You know what I mean.
Come on.
Yeah, I just got it. Was it? Yeah, recovering from a sore throat. Enough that I can still like talk, but yeah, you can tell that it's a bit different. So it'll mostly be a hunker down and get the editing done, but I will still be able to answer questions or anything like that. And I'll comment every now and again. It's not like, you know, it's not like I'm unable to talk. It's just gonna sound a little weird.
Wow, that's a cold open where I can't decide if it's brilliant in its simplicity or lazy in its execution. You have to admit...
Okay, that's, that'll be avatars. That's in the next pass.
You have to admit, it comes across a little like a tired pitch, though. Okay, there's like a fog and...
Okay, now there's a stock photo that I use here that Leo found, and I just keep forgetting where I put it. Hold on. I don't know if mine voice is quite at the ASMR level, but it does feel a little bit deeper and gravelier at the very least. Let's see. I think it might be. Did I remember to actually put it in the stock archive visual? Yes, I did remember it. Okay, it's a Japanese group meeting. Yaha. All right.
Or lazy in its execution. You have to admit, it comes across a little like a tired pitch, though. Okay, there's like a fog, and Ash is all, it's okay, and then shouts before we cut to the title, come on, guys, I've seen Ash's face more than I've seen the faces of my children. The worst part...
Okay, now I need to figure out how to work this. Alright, so that can't be footage because it needs to shrink down. Okay, wait, that's the effects pass, so that one's future... That one's future Swade's problem, so yeah. Yeah, I can tell I can probably go deeper too. Like... Yeah, I mean, I can probably go as deep. No, I don't know. This is probably as deep as I can go, but I can tell I can go deeper than I normally can. I wonder if I can I don't know if I can fully Johnny Cash the Ring of Fire. No, I can't quite do it. But yeah.
Okay, there's like a fog, and Ash is all, it's okay, and then shouts before...
It's not my fault if in God's plan he made the devil so much stronger than a man.
The worst part is that it was a fake out, though I will admit the follow-up joke got a chuckle out of me. But then...
which one's I think the second one was good. Yeah, I either woke up just a moment before recovering from being sick, yep.
Chuckle out of me. But then we meet Chun-Li the Exchange...
Okay. Oh, dang it, fake it. Now, the follow-up was...
Whoa, Whoa, Ash!
Okay, put that there. Whoa, Ash. Put that there. Cool. It's funny how everyone picked up that Pika-P means Ash, but although the Pika-P means Ash, even though it doesn't sound like Ash at all in English, but people just recognize that that's what Pikachu meant by it, even though it's because he's saying Satoshi. Though you'd think it would be Kachupi, because that sounds more like Satoshi than Pika-P to me. Oh, did Tony the Tiger until the day he died? I didn't know Tony J was Tony the Tiger. That's weird. Doesn't sound really like him. Well, it doesn't. It's not like in his usual wheelhouse.
But then we meet...
I would have thought he'd do Toucan Sam, but yeah.
We'll admit the follow-up joke.
Where's he? Oh, Thurl Ravencroft is Tony. My bad. No, Tony J was, well, I mean, apart from the obvious Frollo, he was Spiderus and Miss Spider. I remember that one. It was kind of weird. He did a lot of like little villain roles in like most cartoons. Yep.
Are you okay? Yeah, I think so.
He was the narrator in A Bard's Tale. I'm just trying to remember the stuff that I've remembered that he was in that wasn't Frollo. And he was also Monsieur Dark. Oh, that's right. He's the narrator of Treasure Planet, and it was Monsieur Dark from Beauty and the Beast.
You have to be more careful. Show me to be more careful looking at this.
Shere Khan, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, he took over Shere Khan from that. Yeah, because he basically sounds exactly like Shere Khan. I can't remember who the guy who did the original Shere Khan was, but yeah. Oh, that's right. He did a different tiger. Yeah. No. Okay, here we go. It was right here.
You have to be more careful walking in this fog.
It didn't quite. I feel like they could have gotten a better take for that, but it was still pretty funny. It got me.
Though I will admit the follow-up joke got a chuckle out of me.
Oh, dang it. Bring it a bit closer. Okay, now they're in the chibi layer for some reason. Oh no, it's because that one needs to be in the chibi layer, but this one's the footage layer. There we go.
Careful walking in this fog.
Okay.
But then we meet Chun-Li the exchange student.
Okay, we can cut a head there. Go over there, and we'll cut it. Go to the trim tool, bring that over about there.
But then we meet Chun...
That's it, George Sanders. Ah, that's it. Yeah. A famously, unbelievably deep British voice.
Chun-Li the exchange student and her admittedly gorgeously drawn...
Wonder why I didn't unlink that. Alright.
But then we meet
Yep,
Chun-Li the
like it.
exchange student
Doing pretty
and
good.
her admittedly gorgeously drawn Ninetales. Brock gets his thing out of the way. But then we meet Chun-Li the exchange student. But then we meet Chun-Li the exchange...
Oh, cut there, just so that we can see more of... so we can see more of
But
Rococo
then we
there.
meet Chun-Li the exchange student and her admittedly gorgeously drawn Ninetales. Brock
Bit more. We need to see. I think we need to see.
student and her admittedly gorgeously drawn Ninetales.
No, I think we need to see all of that and then do a cut
But
to
then
the
we meet Chun-Li the
Ninetales. What? George Sanders was Mr. Freeze? Wow. I thought, yeah. For some reason he was just a bit too... He was so... Yeah. You know, it's kind of weird, is that now that you say that George Sanders was Mr. Freeze, I recognize the fact that I recognize the elements of that voice that the Mr. Freeze in the animated series were going for. Like, not with the British accent, obviously, but just with that kind of deep baritone range.
Exchange student and her admittedly gorgeous Chun-Li the exchange. But then we meet Chun-Li.
Bring that over here, I think.
But then we meet Chun-Li the exchange.
Oh, no, there we
But
go.
then we meet Chun-Li the exchange student and her admittedly.
There we go. That'll work. Then cut that. Bring this over a bit. There we go.
The exchange student and her admittedly gorgeously drawn Ninetales. Brock gets his thing out of. Brock gets his thing out of the way. No, not like that. Come on now.
call you my sweetest of sweets?
My name is Lococo, and you mustn't walk these mountains in the mist. Stay with me until it clears.
Wow! Wow! A dazzling beauty on the inside and the outside!
Are you sure that would be okay?
You know what? No.
Alright, I think I got this.
Sure.
Gotta get it just right.
Of beauty, they call me Brock. What do they call you, my sweetest of sweets?
My name is...
You are a...
There we go.
You are a vision of beauty. They call me Brock. What do they call you, my sweetest of...
We need...
Me, Brock.
Like, I just like how they just cut to a vacant stare there. They call me Brock. Oh no, I've heard of you. That's it.
Not like that. Come on now.
You,
Tails. Brock gets this thing out of the way. No, not like that. Come on now.
you are a vision of beauty.
There we go, that can be an avatar, yep. Yeah, that's funny how everybody recognizes the Brock and the Ninetales episode. I don't remember this one, but it feels like I'm very much in the minority, as it's one of those ones that everyone remembers seeing. Along with, like, James's, like, along with Holy Matrimony and a few others. Luckily, it's actually a really good episode. Even though everybody's probably tugging their collars at the child marriage angle, but they handle it very well.
Me, Brock.
Okay, so I'll do a bit where...
They call you my sweetest of sweets.
My name is Lococo, and you mustn't walk these mountains in the mist. Stay with me until it clears.
Oh, dang it.
And you mustn't walk these mountains in the mist. Stay with me until it clears.
Okay, about there, I think. I might need to do a bit of annoying editing there just to cut out Brooke showing up again.
Me, Brock.
And you mustn't walk these mountains in the mist.
Mm,
And you...
that should work a bit better.
Brock.
You mustn't walk these mountains.
That's better. Cool. Darn it, I thought like having a sort of noise background would be good, but... Oh, is it? Yeah. I'm trying to think. Let's do another like background soundtrack with lots of ambient noise. I don't want there to be too much battle music. I'm just trying to think of a good sort of chill game soundtrack. I like let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. I might I'll do the Elden Ring soundtrack, but I'll just skip past the boss battles. That'll work. Okay. Oh, they found out why biscuits are called biscuits. It's because buy skits. Yeah, but double cook. Interesting. But you only cook I guess like yeah. I mean like to make the kind of hard cookies. I don't think you don't cook hard cookies twice, do you? And you certainly don't cook American biscuits twice. That's kind of weird. Okay. Do we have any... There we go. First you bake it and you let it dry in an oven. But that's not a baking... I guess so. Technicalities.
You mustn't walk these mountains in the mist. Stay with me until it clears.
Elden Ring music seems somewhat appropriate here.
Till it clears.
You know what? No.
Oh, that's right. We need Misty to say, is that okay?
Stay with me until it clears.
I was surprised to learn that the Bloodborne soundtrack was actually done by a Western composer. I mean, it makes sense considering, you know, considering the aesthetic of the entire game, but it's still kind of cool.
Until it clears.
Are you sure that would be
Got a sudden jump cut there. I'll have to unlink it and bring that over here. Unlink both of them, unfortunately. About there. Well, yeah, who knows how they define cooking.
Clears.
Are you sure that would be okay?
Sure.
Would be okay. Be okay?
So Gideon off now. The all-knowing. Alright. Sorry, it's that point in the song.
Are you sure that would be okay?
You know what? No.
Okay, it's time to... Okay.
You know what? No. You know what? No.
About there. Get the lip flaps matching about right. Okay. That should work actually. About there.
No. I offered to lead you through the fog to shelter, but because you caused me to reconsider my bottom.
Oh, it's so nice when they have a nice long conversation. I'm able to move it a bit more. Yeah, is that what refried beans are too? It's like, or do you literally fry, or do you literally fry beans and then fry them again later on? Fry beans, then mash them up, and then fry them again, or something like that. Because yeah, like technically noodles are twice cooked. I mean, technically fried noodles like yakitori are, or not yakitori, that's the chicken skewers. Like yakisoba, they're fried noodles. That's twice cooked because you have to cook the noodles and then dry them and then you have to fry them up. But yeah, I don't know what it is with refried beans though.
You know what? No. I offered to lead you through the fog to shelter, but because you caused me to reconsider my bottom level basic decency, I decided not to. Happy now? All right, jeez. Then I decided not to. I decided.
Nope, that worked out pretty perfectly.
Wow! But that would be outside.
Are you sure? No, whether she
Us outside.
Might have to freeze that.
Are you sure that
Not to. Happy now? All right.
Bring that in a bit closer. Thank you, sir. Yeah, noodles didn't originate in Europe, it's true.
Happy now? All right, gee. Happy now? All right.
Bit closer.
Happy now? All right, jeez. Then La Coco.
Okay, then we need to probably freeze frame earlier here.
Not to.
Yeah. Yep, that's about right. So about here. Oh, yeah. Luckily, it doesn't matter too much if I cut it there. Freeze frame it.
Decided not to. Happy now? All right, jeez. Then, jeez.
Might as well freeze frame that as well while I'm at it. There we go.
All right, jeez. Then La Coco leads them to her.
My biscuit is served with cookies and bread is because they're the main course for many European countries. Yeah, it's true. But it's still just weird that one's fluffy and one's hard and one's fluffy, but they both kind of come from the same origins.
Then La Coco leads them to her. Wow. No further questions.
Okay, yep, I think they can just do a clip for that one.
My home is not far at all, so let's get going.
Okay, cut ahead. There we go. Oof, that's a long one. Hold on. About here, I'd say. Cookies came about because it was a way to test cake batter. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Be a weird kind of unleavened... Because cookies are basically kind of a weird kind of unleavened cake batter. Like a little less, baking powder, baking soda and all that.
Leads them to her. Wow. No, for...
Okay, hold on. Bring that down. About there, probably.
Leads them to her. Wow.
Yep, that's good. Maybe a little more.
Then La Coco leads them to her. Wow.
That works best. Okay. I might turn that down just a little bit. It's okay to have it peaking, but just so it's not hurting the ears of the individual, of the listener. Bring it down just a bit to about the usual.
Wow.
Yeah, the peaking has to stay, unfortunately. You can't exactly get rid of that.
Then La Coco leads them to her. Wow. No further questions.
Okay. Bring that over. Exhaust it over there.
It's gigantic. Is your home, Coco? Welcome. Ready?
Am I? P.S.
Thank you.
I know that she said something about like welcome to my home. Oh,
Here we are. Where?
now it'll work out.
Here we are. Here we are.
Ow.
Here we are.
That's the other thing, is that if you want to do editing, you need to not be annoyed by repeated sound bites over and over and over again.
Ow.
Here we are.
I think what I'll do is I'll do that one, and I'll unlink the clips, cut there, bring it over there, freeze frame it. That way the no further questions will kind of work a bit better. There we go. Go over here.
Here
Okay.
we are.
No further questions.
They need to talk over a little bit. Bring it down a bit. There we go.
Here we are.
No further questions. Really? I take. Really? I take.
Bring it in a little more.
Really? I take you to a mansion. Really? I take you to a massive mansion in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to stop you right there. If there's one thing we know, it's mansions. At least.
It's true. So weird how much mentions take place. I mean, like, do you think maybe, like, I mean, like, if you want to just be absolutely, oh, pardon me. If you want to be, like, super pretentious about it, there might be a case to say, like, the reason why Ash and the gang come across so many mentions is because, like, Pokemon takes place just after the economic bubble of Japan, the Japanese economic bubble, where Japan was a literal economic world power for a while. That's why there were so many, like, Japanese investors and businesses in 80s movies, like in Die Hard and all that. Nakatomi Plaza, that sort of thing. That's why in Cyberpunk there's so many Japanese things, because everybody thought that Japan was going to stay a world power. So I wonder if the fact that Ash and the gang see so many different mentions on their journeys is because it's kind of commenting on the fact that the bubble just burst and there's just all these mentions that are going to waste. I doubt that that's intentional, but it's a fun kind of unintentional thing. But yeah.
No, I'm going to stop you right there. If there's one thing we
Well, yeah,
know...
this one's an ancient house. I'm talking about the Western mentions that we saw before, but yeah, this one's a very ancient mention. That one's just this is a historical site, which is a different thing altogether.
It's mansions. At least this one is Eastern style. That's a bit of variety. So, it's mansions.
Okay, cut that there and see if we can get Ash talking. Yay, we got it. We got an Ash lip flap there. Perfect.
We know it's mansions. At least this one is Eastern style. That's a bit of variety.
Dang it. Dang it. I'm gonna have to repeat. I'm gonna have to do a repeat on this one.
At least this one is Eastern style. That's a bit of variety. So, Eastern style.
Actually, I might be able to just fudge this
Eastern
one.
style. That's...
I'll fudge this a bit by having it cut to Pikachu. Do the... That's a common cheat, just to cut away so that you don't have to animate mouth movements anymore. Oh. Alright. The mansions are homes for ghost Pokemon, and that's why they weren't torn down. Oh.
At least this one is Eastern styled.
But again, it kind of implies that there was an economic boom in the Pokemon world that kind of stopped.
That's a bit of variety. So as the twerps are in at least this one is Eastern.
Oh, dang it.
At least this one is Eastern style. That's a bit of variety. So as the twerps are, at least this
Yeah,
it's
it's a bit cheap, but I can't go for perfection there.
At least this one is Eastern style. That's a bit of variety. So as the twerps are,
Wake up as something like Dan Green. That'd be good, but the problem is, it's like, unfortunately, this is not Japan where you can make a decent amount of money being a voice actor. Man. Like, you'll be amazed to how many voice actors, I mean, especially famous, I mean, all voice actors in general, but especially anime voice actors and video game voice actors, you'll be surprised how many of them live paycheck to paycheck, just because they don't get royalties. Well, not just because they don't get royalties, but that's a big part of it. Oh, yeah. I thought about, like, trying abridged stuff, obviously. This is basically Pokemon abridged. Well, like, yeah. And well, I mean, like, this is Pokemon abridged. That's why I never, well, I'm grateful now that I never watched the quote-unquote official Pokemon abridged because of the horrible things that the main guy did. And that's documented, too. That's not allegations. He admitted to it. But, yeah. It was called Pokemon Bridged, I believe, and yeah, it's a shame because they were good friends with little Karibo, but they betrayed them pretty badly. At least I'm pretty sure that's what the story is, but yeah.
Style, that's a bit of variety. So as the
So luckily I never actually watched that because I didn't want to accidentally copy from them. I wanted to avoid plagiarism, that's the word.
So, as the twerps are entertained, the Rocket discovers that, of course, Lococo has a dark secret. Her Scrooge McDuck cookie bin. Wait, that can't be right. Wait, that can't be right.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, technically what I'm doing at the moment is kind of an abridged series, but what I like to think the difference is that, mine's more, well, at the very least, like, I kind of have an abridged series, but then there's kind of an educational segment at the end, like old cartoons used to do. Pardon me. Do you remember, like, the Back to the Future cartoon, where they had, like, a fun cartoon of Back to the Future, and then there was, like, a sort of a bit with actual literal Christopher Lloyd at the end, talking about, like, a science experiment you can do at home, or a history lesson? That's kind of the vibe that I was going to go with, where it's like, hey, let's take a look at Pokemon episodes and have a bit of fun. But seriously, let's just talk about what was good about this episode and how the Japanese culture influenced it. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon says that one might not be the best comparison, but yeah, that is funny. Or Sonic says even. Man, if I could redo Pokemon Journey all over again, maybe I'd do a kind of Ash Says segment. Well, no, it's like the Pokemon Professor sketches, now that I ever think about it. Except actually educational. If I knew about the Professor Oak sketches, maybe I would have done the trivia as Professor Oak. That'd be funny. The dinosaur section was unwillingly averted? Did that create the Dinosaurs sitcom? But yeah, no. But yes, Back to the Future did. Yes, Jose. Back to the Future did have a cartoon. I actually watched a few episodes. I didn't mind it, and well, that was mainly because I loved Christopher Lloyd as an actor, and he had a live-action segment at the end. It's quite funny seeing Rick and Morty after seeing the Back to the Future cartoon, because, like, yeah, obviously not the same thing for very, very obvious reasons, but it is still funny seeing an animated Doc and Marty.
It's a bit of variety. So, as the twerps are entertained, the Rocket discovers that...
Still time to do Pokemon lecture parodies, who knows?
Of course, Lococo has a dark secret. Her Scrooge McDuck cookie bin. Wait, that can't be right.
Okay, we'll get the clip over here. Oh wait, that's a good dark secret pose.
You're right. Aw, you're so cute.
Slow zoom in always means trouble is afoot. You see, if you do a slow zoom in of an anime character and their eyes aren't closed, if their eyes are closed, then that means that all is well. But if their eyes are open, that means that trouble is afoot. That's how it always works. Like if they're doing that sort of their eyes closed smile and they're zooming in, it's like, oh, isn't that nice? But if their eyes are open, then watch out.
Secret. Her Scrooge McDuck cookie bin. Coco has a dark... Of course, Lococo has a dark secret. Her Scrooge McDuck cookie bin. Wait, that can't be right.
Oh yeah, some of the dubs you can treat as entirely different shows, like like love it or hate it, the Ghost Story dubs, or for a more beloved example, it would probably be Samurai Pizza Cats. That's very much a different show, but that was really well done. Ghost Stories had problematic elements, to put it lightly, but at least Samurai Pizza Cats' fan dub was family friendly for the most part, even though apparently the guy who played the villain was just absolutely was just very drunk in most of his sessions.
Wait, that can't be right.
A pile of gold?
Better. A pile of cookies.
Okay.
There we go.
So, as the twerps are entertained, the rocket discovers that, of course, Lococo has a dark secret. So, as the twerps are entertained...
Okay, so we need the them sitting down to the dinner. What? About there, I'd say. Nice little B-roll there. Hopefully that'll work out nicely. Wait, so the official dub had a bunch of slurs and swears? Weird. I know, like, most anime, they don't really swear. I don't really know why. Maybe it's just so they could syndicate it as much as possible. The only anime that I know of that actually, like, did English swears that I watched was Hellsing. I remember Hellsing dropped the F-bomb a few times, but that's about the only one that I knew of. I don't remember if there was a slur, if they did slurs or not, but I remember that they were quite F-bomb happy.
Style, that's a bit of a...
At least in the first episode, because I only watched the first episode of Hellsing Animated.
variety. So, as the twerps are entertained...
I do need to watch Hellsing Ultimate and all that kind of thing, but yeah.
Entertained. The rocket discovers that...
Did a British dubbing studio do Hellsing? You'd think they'd need to. I mean, like, Christopher Lloyd does kind of have a Robin Williams-esque timbre to him, but yeah.
So, as the twerps are entertained, the rocket discovers that, of course,
Well, that's probably... Well, yeah, the fact that Sayuki Reload had such a weird dub is probably just from the fact that dubbing was so Wild West back then. Like, there were so many that just either didn't know what they were doing, or kind of knew what they were doing, or the Japanese companies just didn't care what they did, so things got really weird. Nowadays, it's a lot more... Nowadays, it's a lot more corporatized, which brings its own problems, obviously, but yeah. There were pros and cons to both situations.
So, as the twerps are entertained, the rocket discovers that, of course, Lococo had...
There was kind of that sweet spot around the Naruto era where they were respectful. Well, yeah, there were bright spots like the post-Believe It Naruto era where they were where they were a bit more kind of... They didn't really cover up too much, but yeah. Yeah, early...
Twerps are
early
entertained,
ADV.
the rocket discovers that, of course, Lococo has a...
Oh, that's right, we'll do Team Rocket.
So I
Do Team Rocket peeking around the corner. There we go.
A piece of cake.
Yes, 90s anime. Yeah, like I said, there's pros and cons to 90s anime. Obviously, the animation has that style that can't seem to be replicated with digital media, even though it is possible. I've seen there's some shows where they try to recreate it. There was that boxing anime a while back that tried to recreate the cell painted look, even though it was digital, and they did a pretty good job, if I recall.
The Rocket discovers that, of course, Lococo has a dark secret. Her Scrooge McDuck cookie bin. Wait, that can't be right.
A pile of gold?
That actually works better if I bring it over here. Perfect. Okay,
Can't be right.
The ambient music is very appropriate. The ambient Elden Ring music is very appropriate for this creepy thing. I should put in the Silent Hill F soundtrack because that's got a fox spirit in it too. That's not really a spoiler. You know that pretty early. Yeah, it's weird how like in early 90s dubs, like you either got really good voice actors or really bad ones. Like if you look at sort of stuff like Those Who Hunt Elves, they like the dub for Those Who Hunt Elves had this amazing like kinetic, like really good voice actors for the dub that they don't really have the sort of dub style that you see today, and it's actually really cool and refreshing. But you also get stuff like Mega Man. Well, I mean, I know Mega Man's not an anime, but you know that kind of voice acting. We'll find Dr. Wowie. We'll get that with the Mega Man.
Okay, so we have a serendipitous...
It was mostly video games that were the real, just kind of like get whoever's passing by on the street.
Okay, so we have a serendipitous shelter in an otherwise...
Although they did audition, because, well, I mean, we know that they auditioned because we know about in Silent Hill 2, like, the reason why James's voice actor got it was because he brought his daughter in to try and, daughter went into audition for Laura, and then his daughter didn't get it, but he got the role of James, which would have been a bit awkward. But yeah.
Unwelcoming environment containing an abundance of sweet treats. And 3... Okay, so we have a serendipitous shelter in an otherwise unwelcoming environment.
Okay, that'll be an avatar thing, but we'll do a bit more. What, the Funimation Dragon Ball Z dub just had people off the streets? Hey, you want to be part of a cultural revolution? Why not?
Welcoming environment containing an abundance of sweet treats. And 3, 2, 1. Wow.
Wow. I know that a lot of the times bad voice acting in older video games was because they just got the company employees to do the voice acting because they couldn't afford to bring it in. But that was charming. That's way better than using AI. Like, yeah, obviously, like, it's kind of sucks when you get a bad voice actor, but at the same time, that's where you get like dubs and stuff, where you get like fan dubs and stuff. And that can even lead to more voice actors getting hired. That's why you should never use AI ever. Yes. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's the problem. Is that it's hard because you have to think about your own kind of nostalgia factor. It's kind of like, do I really like cell animation better? Do I think that cell animation is better than digital animation because I'm just like a vinyl nerd, or was it actually better? It's like, yeah. Because lots of people are used to the digital coloring and they think it's fine, but yeah, it depends. I just wish that they kept... It's funny because like 2D animations... Well, I mean, like, obviously there's exceptions, but 2D animation for the most part is dead in the West, but it's not in Japan. However, in Japan, it's cell animation that's dead because everything's digital. Wait. Hang on a second. Just need to quickly... AFK for just a minute, and then I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just had a quick to make a quick adjustment. All right, back to business. Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, where's the...
Wonderful. Yes, please. Stay here. Wow, really? No, this is okay. It doesn't look like I think that's you say tomorrow. Well, I'm sure. Yes, I must have been sitting on What's the matter?
Okay, there we go.
What's the matter?
There it is. Yeah, because like the original animation has its own charm. Then the advanced generation, they were still trying to find their feet with digital. And then when it came, Diamond and Pearl, they kind of got a bit better. Then X and Y, they did a really good, the animation was really good. And look, I know I'm in the minority, but I do actually quite like Sun and Moon's animation. I did like how the, I know a lot of people didn't like the models, and that's absolutely fair, but I do like how much freedom it gave them with the actual animation, and I really like that.
What's the matter?
And I do agree that people think that, well, I do agree with the theory that they changed Pokemon to be more like the Lilo and Stitch cartoon. Because A, they were lucky enough to be in a Hawaiian-style island, and B, Stitch is insanely popular in Japan. That's probably where a lot of the box office for the Lilo and Stitch live-action movie came from. That's, yeah, and then Journey's refined it, yeah. Oh yeah, it could also be capitalizing on Yokai Watch as well because of the watches, the Z moves. Don't like the Z moves. They're just elemental hyper beams. They are.
1.
What's the matter?
Okay, should probably bring that over so it's overlapping a wee bit. There we go.
1.
What's the matter?
Let's cut it so that it gets it a bit more.
Wow, even by suspicious host standards, that was weak. And
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're actually going to do some cutting here.
Misty, there was no reflection in that mirror. I guess the combination of Miss outside.
Okay.
Misty. There was no reflection in that mirror.
It's actually a really that was a good bit of quick editing. It's good. You don't see that as much in Pokemon. So, yeah. Like both, I could say with some with both cell and digital animation. Digital was digital was more better for TV. It's true, but it's a shame. You gotta get the gloves back for Ash. Is Ash even Ash without his gloves? See. Oh, for me, it's like it's not Ash without the white collar, but then they got rid of the white collar for Diamond and Pearl, I believe. Yeah. I can't remember when he got his hoodie.
wow, even by suspicious host standards, that.
Okay, I'll do a proper thing and then cut it down for time.
I guess the combination of the mist outside making so much humidity inside has created such a draft in this big house that it even fogged up this old mirror.
Oh dang it! That was a lot of work. That was definitely a try to match up the lip flaps, but that was such a run-on sentence. How am I going to shorten that down? That was the Ash of Theseus. Yes.
It's created such a draft in this big house that it even fogged up this old mirror.
Okay.
The inside has created such a draft. The inside.
Maybe that'll let us.
There's no reflection in that mirror. Mirror.
Let's do show don't tell. We don't need Misty to say that. Cut that closer.
Has created such such a draft in this big house that it even fogged up this old.
Let's see if we can cut this down a little bit. We don't want it to be like a full... Don't want the clips to be too long. Even on Patreon, I don't want to push it. That's it.
That's the combination of the mist outside making so much humidity. That's the combination of the mist outside making this big house that it even fogged up this such a draft in this created such a draft that's created such
Okay, about there. That'll work. Cool.
mist outside created such a draft in this big house that it even fogged up this old mirror.
Okay, that's pretty good. I think that'll work. Let's check it out.
2, 1.
What's the matter?
Do you... Oh, sorry. When you said Journey's Ash, I thought you meant I Choose You Ash. That's a different one, but yeah. It's so weird how they made like a separate continuity Ash movie. They made 3 separate continuity Ash movies. It's so weird to me.
That's the combination of the mist outside created such
Why didn't they just make it red? I guess just because Ash is so marketable.
big house that it even fogged up the mirror.
And you need Pikachu.
Wow.
This old mirror.
Wow. Even by suspicious host standards, that...
Okay, bring that over there. Oh, okay. Wasn't until revealed that OG Red wasn't actually wearing a jacket but a vest. Oh, yeah. Wait, really? Hang on. I'm gonna look that up. Red Sprite. Sounds like a delicious beverage. A second. Oh, apparently a red Sprite is actually a form of is a weather phenomenon. But no need to add Pokemon to that. Okay. Where's the let me just bring it up. I think they have another window capture up here somewhere. No. There it is. Yep. So yeah, if you take a look at the original, hold on, I'll just bring this down so. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. But yeah, you can see it kind of looks like a jacket. It looks a lot like a jacket, but apparently that's just a vest. It's so weird. But like, yeah, I mean, I've seen T-shirts that are like that because yeah, you can see down below it. That's kind of the sort of bi-color jacket that they use. But yeah, cool. So, Army of Darkness's name in Japan is Captain Supermarket. You know, Captain Supermarket kind of works. Oh, but it doesn't really work for Army of Darkness. It needs to have a subtitle though, saying like "Evil Dead Captain Supermarket" or something like that, which also sounds very Japanese. But yeah.
Mirror.
Wow. Even by suspicious host standards, that was weak. Wow. Even...
Okay, probably about there, I'd say. About here, I'd say. Let's take a look.
Wow. Even by suspicious host standards.
Nah, it should probably do this one there.
Wow. Even by suspicious host standards, that was weak.
There we go. That's better. Might just do a nice little... Put that there, cut that, select that, and freeze frame it so that it goes
That was
nice.
weak. And
That's better. Then we need Brock trying to explain it through his loins. I'm going to be heading to the family house soon for the big American holiday today. Oh, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Sorry for interrupting it, you guys. Let me know what any of the big ads are for.
Please don't worry.
Hopefully Kanye's not doing anything again.
Whoa, why are you so upset? I keep seeing Makoto without any reflection in that mirror.
Oh, come on. That mirror is that mirror is just incapable of reflecting her vast beauty. That's all.
Brock believing in manifestation there. If it doesn't. Alright. A Pokemon ad? Do you think they're gonna advertise Gentian? I don't know, man. Like at the moment, like Game Freak's focusing all their stuff on Beast of Reincarnation or whatever it's called, the Reincarnation game. I will admit, seeing the Reincarnation game, it does make me wonder if it's like a pilot for like an actual AAA Pokemon game, but I don't want to hold my breath on that one. I hope that Beast of Reincarnation... Is it Beast of Reincarnation? Hang on a second. Game Freak. New game. There it is. Yeah, I was right. Beast of Reincarnation. So weird how Game Freak just randomly made... Like, they made that cool sort of rhythm game for the 3DS as well. But, yeah.
That was weak.
That mirror is just...
It's like on the one hand, it's annoying that they're putting all of their I don't know. It's like on the one hand, I want to feel like they're not interested in Pokemon anymore, so they're just making this they're putting all of their AAA funding into Beast of Reincarnation. But I don't know. I feel like this could be them testing the waters to see if they actually can make a proper AAA game, and they don't want to screw it up with Pokemon. Maybe this is just me giving them a big benefit of the doubt. And then we'll actually get a big AAA Pokemon game after that. Hopefully not in the same realistic style. Oh, yeah.
That mirror is just...
Weak.
Might need to... There we go. Unlink it.
Weak.
That mirror is just incapable of reflecting her vast beauty, that's all.
Okay, then we move over to here. Yeah, they turned up with graphical choices. It's when it stops feeling stylistic. I can forgive a lot of stylistic choices, but when it's like when they do flat textures on the buildings, when they didn't do flat textures for the buildings on bigger games, that's when it starts to feel a bit weird. But, yeah.
Beauty, that's all.
And even by your usual simping standards, that was pathetic, Brock. Do you want her to drain the life out of you? Don't answer that. But then...
Okay, hold on. I know a clip for that. I'll reverse this one here, so it's kind of a hilarious exasperation.
Wow, even by...
Hold on. Copy. Bring that over here. We'll bring this over there. Paste. There it is. Then...
simping standards, that was pathetic.
Oh, I don't even need to reverse it.
Simping standards.
Okay, put that there. Oh, dang it. Then bring that over here and put that in the don't answer that section.
There's the her to drain the life out of you. Don't answer that. But then...
That actually works out really well. I like that.
Life out of you. Don't answer... Out of you. Don't...
Might need to freeze it once we do
Out
that.
of you. Don't answer that. But...
I don't know why. I really like that cut.
But then...
Really like that cut.
Drain the life out of you. Don't answer that. But then Misty...
Man, I almost want to keep that clip of Misty, but unfortunately, because it's got such a custom background. Worst major anniversary year than Sonic. Anniversary years have kind of a reputation for not being that great, unfortunately. But yeah. I'm just glad that they're putting I'm glad that they don't seem to be under the pressure to release a new generation every year. That you could tell that was really straining them. It's like, I don't know if they're working on Pokemon or if they're just focusing all their efforts on Beast of Reincarnation, but at the very least, I'm glad that they're not straining themselves to put out a new generation.
That mirror is just incapable of reflecting her.
And even by your usual simping standards, that was pathetic, Brock. Do you want her to...
See, is there a better... Okay, that one's actually... Okay, that's good. I do like that, I do like Ash's leaks there. Let's bring it over.
And even by your usual simping standards, that was pathetic, Brock. Do you want her to drain the life out of you? Don't answer. Do you want... And by your usual simping standards, that was pathetic, Brock. Do you...
Okay, about there-ish.
Suspicious hosts.
That's what I like about this episode is that, I mean, they're still kids, but they, at the very least, point out when things are going really weirdly.
Mirror closing on its own.
Easy. It was embarrassed because beauty.
Sorry, please follow me.
Okay, no, we don't really have any new clips for Misty, so we're probably going to have to use this one again. Not my favorite, but can't let perfect be the enemy of good. Well, no, not perfect be the enemy of good. You can't let perfect be the enemy of done. That's more the point.
Brock, do you want her to drain the life?
What's that quote? It's like, any writing that you do is 100% better than writing you can think of by virtue of it existing. So it's technically better than any writing you can imagine.
Pathetic, Brock. Do you want her to drain the life out of you? Don't answer that. But then Misty actually...
That'll do.
He does the sensible... That was pathetic, Brock. Do you want...
Yeah, that doesn't really click. It doesn't really flow nicely.
Pathetic, Brock. Do you...
Actually, what I could do, I think I can make this work. Let's take a look.
Standards. That was pathetic, Brock. It's pathetic, Brock. Do you...
Then bring that over here. Then we'll... There's an annoying one there. Okay, put that there. Freeze that. Thank you, freeze frame key. You have saved my life in multiple times.
Even by your usual simping standards, that was pathetic, Brock. Do you want her to drain the life out of you? Don't answer that. But then...
That actually worked out really well. I'm quite proud of that editing. Alright. Yeah, when the words are on paper, you know what to change on it, yeah. Well, no, look, it's like if you... yeah. Like, even if you write down horrific, disgusting words, that's still better than the good words you have in your head, because, like, they're only there for you. I don't know. It's like... Obviously, you want to edit it. I'm talking about for yourself personally. Even if you write down bad words, the point is that you look at them and you go, "Oh, I can change that," and then you learn and grow. That's it. Yeah. But, yeah. Is it worse to get nothing at all for an anniversary, but to get a ton of stuff, but all of it sucks? I'm willing to split the difference and get like one mediocre thing. It's just I'd rather not get nothing.
But then Misty
yeah.
actually does the sensible thing and checks the mirror first. Considering in this world, who even knows what's a Pokemon or not? It might be a regional Bronzor, you don't know. And then she's all...
Hold on.
Don't answer that! But then Misty actually does the sensible thing and checks the mirror first.
Ah, yeah. So we do that.
Freeze, Brock. Why don't we just go to go and take a little peek? Sorry to keep you waiting. Please follow me. He loves you.
There we go. Man, that cupboard must be super short if Misty has to stoop, because Misty's like well, they're all really short.
But then Misty actually does the sensible thing and checks the mirror first. Considering in this world, who even knows what's a Pokemon or not? It might be a regional Bronzor, you don't know. And then she's all... Lakuga, you're here!
Please follow me.
He loves you. He has a peek. Peek. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Okay, bring that over. Who sims worse than Brock? Obviously, it's Manita, I think is his name. Guy from My Hero Academia. He is the worst simp. I don't know if he redeems himself in any way, shape, or form, but I've not seen any rumblings on the internet that he redeems himself. Even if he does redeem himself, the stuff that he did was just so gross that I don't even know if I could accept his redemption unless he does something amazing.
Ron's or you don't know. And then she's all, "Look, Coco, you're here! Dang it, where's that crucifix? Coco, you're here! Dang
Okay, I can cut that one. Wonder how many people will realize that I'm actually referring to Misty's actual crucifix.
Coco,
Maybe I
you're
should
here!
put-
Dang it, where's that crucifix? Yes, that sob story has made me completely forget.
Okay, put that there. Oh, Mordecai, yeah. So he has at least a nice screen time. It's like that's not ideal, but it's better than him continuing to do it.
Please follow me.
Kind of smacks a bit of like corrupt policemen being moved to a different precinct, but at the same time, like I said, it's better than having him get center stage.
Ninetales is really fond of you, Brock.
Well, it could be because I had a night on my so
And there, please, please. I was just wondering why you chose to live up here in this huge mountain mansion all by yourself.
Whoa, how dare you!
Brock.
I apologize for Misty's rude behavior.
No, it's fine. If I were you, I'd ask the same thing too. The real owner of this mansion actually left to go on a journey many years ago and has yet to come back. He's been gone for so long that his whole staff quit, and now I'm the only one left here to care for this Ninetales. So,
He's been gone for actually left to go on thing too. The real owner of this mansion actually left to go on a journey many years ago, and
Yeah, just journey.
actually left to go on a journey.
Don't want the clips to go too long, but it's a balancing act. I don't want it to be too awkward either.
The real owner of this mansion actually left to go on a journey.
About there. Oh, I should have. Nah. That's better. Then.
Many years
ago and has yet to come back. He's been gone for so long that his whole staff quit, and now I'm the only one left here to care.
staff quit.
And now I'm the only one left here to care for this Ninetales. So Ninetales and I have been waiting alone together for his return.
Okay, that should be okay. Hopefully I won't need to cut too many things away. There we go.
Journey, and now I'm the only one left here to care.
Staff died in the Japanese version. Oh no, they died in the. They die in this version too. It's kind of dark when you think about it, but yeah, it's just in this version they die of old age. Yeah, it's like, again, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but this episode really does kind of like have Brock's simping to be just Brock's simping to be like indicative of an actual fleshed out character trait because like he's just so desperate for connection,
The real owner of this mansion actually
and he also doesn't like families being
on a
abandoned.
journey. And now I'm the only one left here to care for this Ninetales. So Ninetales and I have been waiting alone together for his return.
Yes, that sob story has made me...
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's why I have to ask you something, Brock. Well, I'd rather not stay here alone.
I think she talks a bit better in an earlier section. Yeah, here. That's good.
I was just wondering why you chose to live up here in this huge mountain.
Nice. So. There we go. Lokoku look like Miyako, that character from the days of the. It does. It's just the. I think they're called oxhorns in Chinese. The. Is it oxhorns? Something like that. It's the Chun-Li buns. It's and the fact that there's not much facial variety. There is a bit of Toriyama face going on. Not to say they look like Toriyama, but just like that's the whole sort of Toriyama thing is that all of his characters have a bit of a similar face syndrome, but he makes up for it with the fact that his let's see, is it Oxhorns? No, not Oxhorn's hairstyle, dang it. There we go. Yeah, see, that's the yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's meant to be. Where's the all? Don't want no darn AI. Odango. Okay, so it's okay. So they call it Odango in Japan or ox horns in China? Yeah. Odango works because they look like dumplings. Yeah, but it doesn't sound as kick butt as ox horns.
Alone together for his return.
Yes, that sob story has made me completely forget she doesn't have a reflection. I'm ashamed of my words and deeds. Think with your brain and... Yes, that sob story has made me complete...
Okay, hold on. Hang on, I can do this. I think I can think of a good good gag here. Or at least I know how to edit this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! How dare you!
Brock.
I apologize for Misty's rude behavior.
This huge mountain mansion all by yourself.
Whoa! How dare you!
Brock.
Behavior.
Yes, that sob story has made me...
For Misty's rude behavior.
Yes, that...
Unlink that. I have an idea.
Yes, that sob story has made me completely forget...
See, it's about there. No, that doesn't quite work. I'd have to do a big cropping there, and I think I can make it a bit easier on myself here. Hold on a second.
Apologize for Misty's rude behavior.
Yes, that sob story has made me
Alright, where's Misty tossing the table?
Wow, even by
Mirror.
even by your Brock, even by your...
There it is. About there. Here that's actually pointy like horns was ox horns. Well, yeah, I thought that too, like what's her name from Street Fighter? That looks more like horns, but I think that's more of an evolution of the ox horn style, but yeah. I don't know though. I don't have much of a foothold in Chinese culture. Yeah.
Think with your brain instead of your eyes, Brock.
Oh, that could work. Okay, let's see if I can get that timing right. Hang on. I can actually grab the gag in its entirety from earlier. There we go. Hopefully it's far enough away that it won't notice that it's just copy pasted, or nobody watches the stream. But no, that's fine. And
Yes, that sob story has made me completely forget she doesn't have a reflection. I'm ashamed of my words and deeds. Think with your brain instead of your eyes.
okay, nearly there. We just need to scoot it in a little bit.
Think with your brain instead of your eyes, Brock. Oh, and also...
A little more, just a tiny bit. Let's just get that timing a little bit better. About there, I think. Let's try this.
I'm ashamed of my words and deeds. Think with your brain instead of your eyes, Brock. Instead of your eyes, Brock. Oh, and also I should mention, I know that's technically the least crazy thing you've insisted on today, but come on, Brock. No, I had one when I was taking on challengers in that castle.
All right, okay. Oh boy, this is a big one. Pardon me. What was the name of that? Yeah, perfect is the enemy of done. That's true. All right, so what is the? But I do need that. What's it called in Pokemon Stadium? Pokemon Stadium Tower. What was it called again? No, not the Game Boy Tower. It was the Gym Leader Tower. That's it. Pokemon Stadium. Let's see, Gym Leader. No, I am not interested in AI. Stop it. Stop. I don't want it. Stop trying to force things on me that I do not want to be forced upon me. Okay. If AI was actually good, you would not have to force it upon me. There we go. Perfect. It's even got Brock there. Okay, hold on. Put that in the 232 folder. There it is. Yep. Alright. Brock's whole thing. I do like the kind of Speedy Gonzalez thing that happened where like everyone, when they were like, oh, we don't want Brock to be an Asian stereotype, and everyone, but like, you are Japanese. It's okay if it's okay if you do it. It would be iffy if Western people did that, but it's okay if Asian people do it. It's all right. Like, I'm normally I'm normally very sensitive about that kind of thing, but, like, again, this was a Speedy Gonzalez situation where, like, well, no, Speedy Gonzalez was made by Westerners, but Mexicans loved him because he was a fun and smart and heroic character. So it's a bit different, but yeah, still, it's okay to have those kind of eyes if it's an Asian company making it.
Eyes, Brock! Oh, and also, I should mention...
Yeah, that's...
I know that's technically...
That's right, that's Brock saying that they had a Ninetales before. Yeah.
I apologize for Misty's rude behavior.
No, it's fine. If I were you, I'd ask the same thing too. The real owner of this mansion actually left to go on a journey.
Yeah, we did that.
Here alone, much come over here.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Must be.
Oh wait, no, that was the one that I was using.
I'm so sorry. Living here alone for so long must have been horrible. Are you satisfied?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I just have to put that in for Eric Stewart's delivery. That was really good. I just want to... I think I can still...
Apologize for Misty's rude.
Yeah, that's a better clip. That's not being the enemy of done. I think we can still do this. That's it. Okay, there we go.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, that's all.
Okay, that's cool. I think that's actually the clip that I wanted to use too, so works out.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, that sob...
Are you satisfied?
Yes, that sob story has made me
About there. That'll work. Cool. Oh, I left Cerebi on the screen. No problem. I don't want to leave Cerebi on the screen. They'll take me back in time. And even though things are horrible right now, things were pretty darn bad back in the day too.
Yes, that sob story has made me completely
Though some things were better, I will say. Did you know that in New Zealand, like back in the 70s and 80s, university level education was completely free and paid for by the government, and then they just stopped doing it? Like, New Zealand's not a big socialist utopia like so many people say, but man, free education is, I feel like, just a really something that could really help. Yeah. Let's see.
eyes, Brock! Oh, and also, I should mention...
Oh yeah, okay. When does he mention the Ninetales?
Sorry. It must be hard being up here all alone. Yes, it is. That's why I have to ask you something, Brock.
Huh? Ask me what?
Well, I'd rather not stay here alone much longer. Would you stay here in this big house with my me?
Are you suggesting you not get...
Okay, not that one. Wait, when did he say he had a Ninetales? I think it was about here?
Well,
There he goes.
You, Brock? Ninetales is really fond of you, Brock.
well, it could be because I had a Ninetales of my own a while back, so maybe that could be the reason why a while back.
There we go.
Oh, and also, I should mention...
Well, it could be because I had a Ninetales of my own a while back.
Might have to snip that a little bit.
I had a Ninetales of my own a while back.
I know that's technically the least crazy thing you've
So maybe that could be
I'm very pleased. Excuse me. I just want to huge
Well, how dare you?
No, it's fine.
We have Ash talking. Come on. No, not that one. So you're Ash talking inside the house. Wait, I think that was a good one. Oh, he's only just saying Misty. That's not really a... Ash isn't all that front and center, which is nice for once. Though it's annoying for this purposes. Okay, this is a good one. There we go.
I'm so sorry. It must be hard being up here all alone. Yes.
I feel like they broke the 180 rule on Ash there. He was mainly sitting down before, but okay.
I know that's technically the least crazy thing you've insisted.
Of my own a while back.
I know that's technically the least crazy thing you've... Least crazy thing you've insisted on today, but come on, Brock. No, no. Come on, Brock. No, no.
Okay, about there. Cut there, and... Oh, not you. Select, and... Oh, no, not that freeze frame. We want mouth closed freeze frame. Where are you? There we go.
But come on, Brock. No, no, I had one when I was taking... No, I had one when I was taking on...
Is there a good kind of, like, Brock talking here?
Well,
It's acceptable. Your proposal is acceptable. Everyone remembers the other lines from Men in Black, but that was always my favorite. You can have my gun if you pry it from my cold dead fingers. Your proposal is acceptable.
this huge mountain mansion all by yourself.
Whoa. Whoa.
That could work. Hold on.
Whoa. How dare you?
No, I had one when I was taking on...
No, oh yeah, that could actually work really well if I can just get the syncing up right. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is weird that that 4Kids commissioned the extra scenes because it didn't really add anything. I mean, maybe it was to... Well, look. Maybe it was to get more pay for the actors or something. It's weird. It's something that I don't think has been asked in interviews, but yeah.
Come on, Brock. No, no, I had one when I was taking on challengers in that castle where I lived with all the other gym leaders. You were there too. In that castle where I lived.
Okay, I think I can copy and paste that. I'll do a few like repeats, but I'll have the photo up in the background, well in the foreground. Let's grab that. There it is. Okay. But I'll do the actual effects later on. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Yep.
No, I had one when I was taking on challengers in that castle where I lived with all the other gym leaders. You were there too, Misty. We watched as Ash walked up the winding stone path.
Actually, that could work a bit better if I just have a... There we go. Just a shot to Ash would probably make that a bit more dynamically.
Too, Misty. We watched as Ash walked up the winding stone pathways past the parapets of stone as we danced the orange dance of fulfillment. Danced the orange dance of fulfillment and...
Should I do that one or should I do the Tears of Joy? Let's try this one first. Tears of Joy with Brock, that's funny.
Fulfillment and had a lovely time. Okay, I'm with Misty now. Leaf steak attack? But no.
Let's try the there might be a bit of a spoiler if I use the happy tears. No, it's actually that could work. I'll give it a shot. Let's try that. See if it works. If it doesn't, then it's fine.
And had a lovely time. Okay, I'm with Misty now. Bayleaf, steak attack. But no, before
Like, oh yeah.
lovely time. Okay, I'm with Misty now. Bayleaf, steak attack. But no.
I wonder. There we go. Oh, this is actually working out pretty well. Cool. Oh wow, a recent TV broadcast dubbed the news scenes back into Japanese. That's so weird. I guess. I mean, like, I understand, like, how they didn't want, like, how open-ended the question of whether it was. Oh no, that's the I wasn't talking about the scene where they say that Ash and Sam were, that Sam and Oak were the same person. That I'm talking about the one where it's just Team Rocket mucking about.
And had a lovely time.
Yeah, random comic relief scene.
Okay, I'm with Misty now. Bayleaf.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Fulfillment and had a lovely time. Okay, I'm with Misty now. Bayleaf, steak attack. But no, before the twerps actually twig, this supremely uncomfortable exchange has to take place.
Okay, that one's a good Avatar scene. Well, it's, you know what I mean. Good chibi scene.
Brooke, you are 15 years old. You are too young.
Tails and me. I'd rather not
Stay here alone much longer. Would you consider staying here in this big house with 9 tails and me?
Okay, put that there, then we'll clip it. Oh, it's a long one. Bring that over.
Are you suggesting that you and I get married?
If you find me acceptable. Acceptable.
Oh,
Find me acceptable.
it's a shame that he got kind of. They had to fit it into the lines. It kind of got a bit too stressed. There. It was a bit too Final Fantasy X. Acceptable. That's weird. I wonder why that happened. Oh, sorry. Weird. Don't know why that happened, but I can fix it pretty easily. All right.
Stay here alone much longer. Would you consider staying here in this big house with 9 tails and me?
Yeah, isn't Miramax like the Weinstein one?
Brooke, you are 15 years old. You are too.
About there.
If you find me acceptable. If you find me acceptable.
Brooke, you are 15.
Let's see.
Acceptable.
No, we'll keep it there. There we go. Keep that there.
Brooke, you are 15 years old. You are too young, even in places where underage marriage is allowed.
Acceptable?
Yeah. I mean, I get it's money, but it's surprised that. I guess that it's money and stuff, but it's more like, why did Miramax choose to distribute it? I guess just because Pokemon was the biggest thing in the universe. So it works out.
Find me acceptable.
Acceptable?
I might just cut that off. This is a very annoying kind of lip sync here. I need to make it work properly. See if we got this.
If you find me acceptable.
Acceptable? Acceptable?
Cut that off there. And then we might just have to leave the sound there, and then we'll have Misty come in with the "What on earth are you doing?" I'm gonna have to do the old clip again. Yeah, let's just do the old clip. Yep, the action's ramping up, and so is the music. There it is. Put that in there. This one I feel like might have been a bit overshooting my mark a bit. We'll have to see. Oh.
Brooke, you are 15 years. Brooke, you are 15 years old. You are too young.
I know. I'll do a zoom in on this one. Yeah.
Years old. You are too young. Even
Boom.
in places where underage marriage is allowed. Okay, he's officially lost it. Ash, plan Gamma. Yep, Brock.
Okay, I know what to use for that. Hold on a second.
Well, I'd rather not stay here alone much longer.
I love this animation though. Oh! Panic, panic! I might sort of. Oh, it's going into the. That'll do for now. Pokemon, you know they are, yeah. Pokemon sold higher Miramax and it with perfectly worth less than it was. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, he's desperate to be part of the adult world because he was forced to be appearant at a young age. It works.
Okay, he's officially lost it. Ash.
Dang it, I can't remember which it was. Okay. Can't remember which one it was. Hold on. No, not you. 232. There it is. Oh no, wait, no. So that wasn't actually meant to be a clip. That's just meant to go straight into it. That's fine.
Marriage is allowed. Okay, he's officially.
Oops. Yep, bring that over.
Marriage is allowed. Okay, he's officially lost it. Ash, plan Gamma. Yep, Brock. Ash, plan Gamma. Yep, Brock. Ash, plan Gamma. Yep, Brock. Remember the last girl you stayed with?
Okay.
Long term, you know, Professor Ivy. You take the legs, Misty.
Okay, now I need, I think, Brock's the episode of Brock's return, which was there it is, episodes. Dang it, what's the episode of Brock's return? Hold on a second. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Dang it, I had the list. Oh, I know I had the list in different things, yep. Complete list, there it is. Yep, okay. Okay, Brock's return was in Johto, so let's scroll down a bit. Let's see, Dragonite, Viva Lost Lapras, roll on Pokemon. Okay, Brock is back here. Tense situation. Pokemon the series still considers Horizon. That means that Ash is out there somewhere. It's gonna happen. The Underground Roundup, tense situation. It's a tense situation, that's it, because of the... Yeah, 115, here it is. Episodes, Pokemon Journey. What was it again? Yeah, 115, so that's still Orange Islands. That's episodes, we want footage. 115. Yes, 115. Just need a couple of shots of him. There it is. Okay. There it is.
With long term, you know, Professor Ivy. You take the legs, Misty. What?
Then I'll do the bong, which I think is still in the over here. I've got the bongs, the funeral bell in here somewhere. That's a sound that I can probably continue to do. Oh man, I need to organize this so bad. There it is, funeral bell. Put that in the footage.
You take the legs, Misty. What?
Then we go to... We just want that one of him going... Want that one of his face transitioning. There's another one where his face transitions in front of the camera. Let the perfect be the... Oh, there it is. There it is. I saw it for a second. Hold on. You're getting too intense here, Elden Ring. Let me just... There it is. That's the one.
Brock, remember the last girl you stayed with long term? You know... Girl you stayed with long term? You know, Professor Ivy?
There we go. I was able to make it work. Oh, dang it. That's weird. I wonder why that's locked. Okay.
Yep, Brock, remember the last girl you stayed with long term? You know, Professor...
We should probably get Ash saying something here. There it is. Paste, bring it over. Let's see what we got. Lovely.
Brock, remember the last girl you stayed with long term? You know, Professor Ivy? You take the legs, Misty. Watch as
Maybe bring it over just a little bit. Yeah.
Brock, remember the last girl you stayed with long term? You know, Professor Ivy? You take the legs, Misty. Much as I wish
Okay, yep, that'll work.
that were the case.
That'll be an ultimate thing if the tier release of Pokemon Horizons takes place a year after Journeys. Then Horizons has another year time skip, so that should be 12. It'd be cool if we actually saw an older Ash, but that'd be like, I don't know if the company would be willing to do that. Okay.
Much as I wish that were the case, I will admit
Professor Ivy sends her best regards.
Hey, what?
I've never been.
Dang it.
I will admit this is also interesting. Interesting.
Accidentally cut off some of my sound there.
Admit I've never been married before. Yeah, because you're...
There we go. Did a good job putting the, I think the pan makes it a lot funnier, so that works out pretty well. Yeah.
I admit I've never been married before. Yeah, because you're 50! But I don't think that's what's meant by two souls becoming one and married.
Yeah, yes. Okay, bring that over.
You take the legs, Misty. Much as I wish that were the case, I will admit what actually happens is also interesting.
I don't like hearing him go, oh yes, so many times, but I need to cut off that bit of sound.
I admit I've never been married before. Yeah, because you're 50.
Okay, should be able to...
I admit I've never been married before.
Okay.
I admit I've never been married before. Oh.
Okay, about there, I think. Let's freeze it.
Yeah, because you're 50.
And link, put that there. Copy paste. Get a bit of. There we go.
Because you're 50. But I don't think that's what's meant by two souls becoming one in marriage. I don't think that's what's meant by two souls becoming one in marriage. Am I off base here? I mean,
Hang on, I think I can make this work. About there.
but I don't think that's what's meant by two souls becoming one in marriage.
Okay, I think I can cut there.
Marriage?
And I think I can do, I think I can fudge just a non-split screen there if I can just, about there.
One in marriage? Am I off base here? I mean, I'm willing to learn. I do.
No, you know what? I don't think we need that. It should be
I
fine.
think that's what's meant by two souls becoming one in marriage.
Yeah, I think that actually flows a bit better if we just cut that off.
Marriage?
Cool.
I mean, I'm willing to learn. I do want to say that it sounds like I'm criticizing the episode here, but I'm not. Two souls becoming one in marriage? I do want to say that it sounds like I'm criticizing the episode here, but I'm not. They do a great...
The camera is a time-freezing camera. It's true. Because when the camera was off the baby, it aged.
Great job milking the situation for comedy, even without my gags. This is the second time this has happened!
Okay, what was the clip I wanted to do with that? Pardon me. Okay, there we go.
I think I misjudged the distance of that joyous...
Sorry, wait, just a second. Something weird, I saw it. Brock, wait, right through. Brock, would you come back to Earth? Open your eyes.
I hear you!
We gotta get out of here fast.
Let's go.
Whoa, now just a minute. I have no choice but to help Coco and Ninetales find happiness.
Oh, Brock. Brock fell right through Lococo's Brock fell right through Lococo's body, right through.
Would you believe her skin is so delicate that it can't be touched?
Yeah. There we go, put that there.
Comedy, even without my gags.
Brock fell right through Lococo's body. Right through.
Yeah.
Without my gags.
Brock fell right through Lococo's body.
Would you believe her skin is so delicate that it can't be touched?
Let's see. Oh wait, there was one other clip I wanted to do, which was... Oh, sorry, I will make you happy. Let's see.
Brock, would you come back to Earth?
Open your eyes.
Earth to Brock. Earth to Brock.
I have no choice but to help Coco and Ninetales find happiness.
Oh, Brock, I'm so happy.
Me too. Help Lococo. I have no choice but to help Lococo and Ninetales find happiness. Yes.
There we go.
Delicate that it can't be touched. I have no choice but to help Lococo and
Happened! This is the second...
Get it that it can't be touched. Touched.
Alright, no lip flaps.
Would you come back to Earth?
Happiness.
This is the second time this has happened.
I think I can pull off 2 of them here.
Second time this has happened, Brock. You have fallen for a ghost girl.
Okay, I need to do the ghost girl, which is oh dang it. I know this. It's just the episode number that I have trouble with. There it is. Oh no, nope, that's a Tower of Terror. Ghost of Maiden's Peak, episode 20. Wow, we're going old school with these. Alright, episode 20 footage. Where's 20? There it is. Okay. After the, yeah. I remember when Black and White, everyone was just going like, he's still 10. They never mentioned it before, but they're just going to say it outright that he's still 10. I remember that. Okay, so we need... Oh wait, this is where Misty's crucifix is. I should put that clip in there.
So it really was you.
Dang it, where's that? There we go, that'll do.
It's you. I've been waiting for you. Yes, I've been waiting too. And are you?
Whee! Alright, I can cut that down.
This has happened, Brock. You have fallen for a ghost girl. Two times. Most people don't fall for ghost girls.
About there. Perfect. Oh, dang it.
Times! Most people don't fall for ghost girls, Brock. It's a very rare thing to happen. If the thing to happen.
Bring that over here. Extend that a little bit over on this side. Oh, I can't do that. That's annoying. Oh wait, I might be able to do it this way. There we go.
2 times! Most people don't fall for ghost girls, Brock. It's a very rare thing to happen. If the Disney Channel existed in this universe, I'd probably reference a...
Should have done a gag where when Ash goes, Brock, open your eyes. I'm like, oh, sorry. Maybe that's a bit insensitive, but no, that might not be great.
If the Disney Channel existed in this universe, I'd probably reference a famous quote from one of its most popular series, but for now, Snap existed in this universe, I'd probably...
Let's put that there. Let's make it
First, I'd
flow
probably
together.
reference a
Bit more.
probably reference a famous quote from one of... Probably reference a famous...
See if I can. Oh, that's a tricky lip dub. That's a tricky lip dub, but let's see if I can pull it off. Come on, copy, paste, paste, paste.
Probably reference a famous quote from one of its most popular series.
Oh, that works out pretty well.
Reference a famous verse. I'd probably reference a famous quote from one of its most popular series. But for now, snap the heck out of it.
Oh,
Whoa, now just a minute.
Not yet. I have to go back a bit. There we go, about there. We're getting close. There we go.
Series, but for now, snap the heck out of it! Nope. Brocky.
Okay, then we go to this one and we'll shift it over so that Brock's finally talking. About there.
Nope. Brocky want older feminine figure to fill maternal
Okay, I'll bring that over there so that way it's not a jump cut from Misty's arm.
void left by deadbeat mom, please and thank you. You heard the man. You.
That's good.
Please and thank you.
There we go, bring that over. Ah, the infinite monkeys, yes. It was the best of times, it was the blurst of times.
Open your eyes! We gotta get out of here fast! Let's go!
Whoa, now just a minute. Standing with the black. Oh, whoa, whoa. Now just a minute. I have no choice but to help Makoto in the 9-10.
Let's see if I can do this. Hold on.
Nope. Brock.
No, he's... No, I've done that one. Is there a better kind of... Oh, there we go. That'll work. Come on, we can do this.
You want. Nope. Brocky want older feminine figure to film.
Oh, that works out.
Nope.
Yep, that'll work, and it'll make it so that the jump cut doesn't occur. That'll work. We'll just do the copy paste on here. Copy paste, yes please.
Nope. Brocky want older feminine figure to fill maternal void left by deadbeat mom, please and thank you. You heard the man.
Okay, that works out. Yep.
Well then, you may leave. Go! Whoa.
Okay, there we go. We're getting there. We're finally at the end of, like, I think the worst lip sync, but after this it should be a bit more smooth sailing.
You heard the man.
Okay, then freeze frame.
Boy.
Then there we go, put that there.
Out.
Now, is there a clip there or is there no clip there? I'm pretty sure. No. Oh, yeah, there's a quick clip of just them getting booted out. Okay, put that there. We're getting there. I think that was the worst of the lip syncs, and after that we're pretty free. We're pretty plain sailing. So fingers crossed.
Out. Wow, this is pretty intense. Team Rocket, you want to establish further that the child grooming predator ghost also likes junk food?
Okay, that's an avatar one. We'll just do a quick.
I see your popcorn.
Yep, let's just ignore the child marriage. That's all good.
Also likes junk food?
And I just want to quickly see how well that flows. I think we did that pretty well.
Rock fell right through Lococo's body.
Would you believe her skin is so delicate that it can't be touched? I have no choice but to help Makoto and Ninetales find
This is the second time this has happened, bro.
You have fallen for a ghost girl 2 times! Most people don't fall for ghost girls, Brock. It's a very rare thing to happen. If the Disney Channel existed in this universe, I'd probably reference a famous quote from one of its most popular series, but for now, snap the heck out of it. Nope. Brock, you want older feminine figure to fill maternal void left by deadbeat mom, please and thank you. You heard the man. You mean boy? Out!
Yep, that actually works out pretty well. Good.
Wow, this is pretty intense. Team Rocket, you want to establish further that the child grooming predator ghost also likes junk food?
I think there was a frame
food?
flesh there. Yeah, there is a small frame flesh. Where is it?
Likes junk food?
Oh no, it's just
Junk
because
food?
yeah, it just looks like a frame flesh there. It's fine as long as we strain that off. That should be fine. Yeah.
Food?
Fritz the Cat reference? I didn't see a Fritz the Cat reference. When did that happen? unless I accidentally did one myself.
Bless you, Team Rocket. But look, even though I had a ton of fun with the gags, I must point... Bless you, Team Rocket. But look, even though I had a ton of fun with the gags, I must point out that, like in Stephen King's It, we can't really fault the kids too much for their...
Happy.
Me too.
There we go.
We can't really fault the kids too much for their decision making, as there's clearly some hypnosis going on as well. Are the twerps actually being smart about?
That's right. Okay, we go over here. Get a couple of good clips.
Okay.
But Brock, what are you doing? Well then, you...
No, I didn't actually. No, I didn't watch Welcome to Derry. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten the chance. I don't think I have the. Is that on? That's not on Netflix, is it? It's on Apple TV or something. Because yeah, unfortunately all I've got is Netflix and YouTube. But yeah.
You may leave. Go! What about...
Oh, it's Paramount or something, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the Fritz the Cat reference appearing in the episode of The Simpsons. All right, yeah. As much as problematic as Fritz the Cat was, I will admit that it was really nice that they wanted that Ralph really did want to like push the medium of animation. It was kind of like wanting to be taken seriously in the same way that video games want to be taken seriously by being actually able to produce offensive content. And it's like, obviously I don't want to watch the offensive content and I'd want to push back against it, but at the same time the fact that it's being made is something that's important. It's like yeah, HBO Max. We've got that one, but it's a separate subscription and we can't afford that at the moment.
as well. Are the...
That's right, it's Twerps being smart about it. Let's go.
Brock's in some kind of trance.
Oh wait, that's a better one. Oh, I just realized it's the same wicker chair that we see in the photo. That's cool.
It's too much for their decision making, as there's clearly some hypnosis going on. We can't really fault the kids too much for their decision making, as there's clearly some hypnosis going on as well.
Wrong with Brock's brain? She's the one that's doing this to him. We gotta snap him out of it somehow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some snapping now.
Somehow. I must snap him out of it somehow. We gotta snap him out of it somehow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some snapping now.
Hold on. Bring that over here. Okay. Let's see if I can clip that a little.
Snap him out of it somehow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some snap. I'm gonna do some snap. I'm
Out of it somehow.
gonna do some snap.
That doesn't quite work.
Snap it somehow.
Yeah,
It's still a big cut. Yeah.
Out of it somehow.
and I'm gonna do some snapping now.
Yep, still good.
If she sees you throw that Pokeball, she'll just throw us out like Pokeball. She'll
Happen now.
she'll just throw us out like last time.
So what do we do?
First, we have to find out who this Lococo really is.
Okay, there we
Okay,
are.
around the other rooms. Okay, to find out who this Lococo really is. Let's snoop around the other rooms.
Okay.
Okay, cut that off there.
Find out who this time. Find out who this Lococo
Dang it, need to not quite.
last time. First, we have to find time. First, we have to find out who this Lococo really is. Let's snoop around the other rooms.
Okay.
There we go.
We can't really fault the kids too much for their because there's clearly some hypnosis going on as well.
We've got to snap him out of it somehow.
And I'm gonna do some snapping now.
She'll just throw us out like last time. First, we have to find out who this Lococo really is. Let's snoop around the other rooms.
Okay.
Are the twerps actually being smart about this? Ash doesn't just tackle the problem.
Okay, there we go. Let's unlink that to bring that over here.
Are the twerps actually being smart about this? Ash doesn't just tackle the problem, listens to Misty's correct.
One second.
Okay.
Are the twerps actually being
Put that there.
Are the twerps actually being smart about this? Ash doesn't just tackle the problem, listens to Misty's correct reasoning, they realize they need more information. Has Brock just been hogging the communal brain cells this whole time?
Oh yeah, yeah. American Pup's the one that not many people talk about. Well, because it wasn't quite as controversial as the other ones.
I'm not complaining as there's some seriously interesting background info dropped. Well, I'm not complaining as there's some seriously interesting background info that's just dropped. Well, I'm not complaining as there's some seriously interesting background info dropped. Well,
That's better, I think.
oh no, she's making him release a 1970s smooth jazz. Has Brock just been seriously?
Okay. Must be getting close. Come on.
Throw that Pokeball, she'll just throw Ash, look at that painting.
Oh, it's Brock.
Okay, put that there.
Interesting background info dropped.
Ash, look at that painting.
Oh, it's Brock.
Oh no, she's making.
I need to. I can do the actual adjusting later, but I might as well get the pictures now. Which is over here. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Let's get some of these photos. It's a JPEG, that's fine. Any more? Maybe one more will work. Cool. There's so many pictures of that darn chair. Alright. Alright, there we go, bring those up. Okay, annoying that they need to be cropped out, but still, let's see.
Oh no, she's making him release a 1970s smooth jazz album. That monster. But
Man, that guy looks so white. He's like the whitest guy in the universe. Okay. Cool, those three should be fine.
oh no. Oh no, she's making.
Yep, it's fine. Cut it, bring it over, and freeze frame.
No,
Yep. Pardon me. Still got a tiny bit of that cough left, and it's annoying.
It's Brock!
Oh no, she's making him release a 1970s smooth jazz album. That monster. But no, that's not actually Brock. You see, I can tell because I'm.
Okay, there we go again.
And he's with Ninetales! Wait, it looks. Oh, yep. Wait, it looks like Brock, but it's not. That must be the owner of the house.
There we go.
But no, that's not actually Brock. You see, I can tell because a mole gave me the info. And they find a vintage Pokeball, which is always cool to see.
I'm getting there.
Those who went away. I think it's Pokeball. This is Pokeball. I think it's Pokeball. Oh, check this out. It's not even Ninetales. What's the It says the owner's owner Ninetales. Ninetales. Look, it's the same thing. Gotta leave it back on time. Long time, huh? The owner wrote this 200 years ago.
I still. And they find a vintage Pokeball, which is always cool to see. I still prefer the wind-up crank of Forever, but I do like the luxurious engraving. You can imagine Pokeballs were a still prefer the wind-up crank of Forever, but I do like the luxurious engraving. You can imagine Pokeballs were a
Hold on, let's see if I can get that photo. Just a sec. Pokemon Forever Pokeball. There it is. It's just called an old ball. It's funny. Man, it's a WebP, but I can save that. Yep. Alright.
item back in the day. Then, unfortunately, the twerp's brain blast apparently wore off as the immediate response to finding out that they're up against a 200-year-old spirit of vengeance is, well, time to battle it. But won't it just throw us out again? Not if I spray it with water first, maybe. Go Totodile. Then, unfortunately, the twerp's brain blast apparently wore off as the immediate response to finding out that they're up against a 200-year-old spirit of vengeance is, well, time.
Okay, about there.
Long time, huh? The owner wrote this 200 years ago. Wait, what?
Put that there so that we can see what's going on.
Then, unfortunately, the twerp's brain blast apparently wore off as the immediate response to finding out that they're up against a 200-year-old spirit of vengeance is...
Go! Wait, that would mean this guy is... Yeah, and if Coco and Ninetales have been waiting for him to come back all this time... Ash, I'll get them scared. Don't worry, you told out about Ninetales. Ash, wait, that Ninetales someone most for. We gotta save Rock, there's no choice. To battle Ninetales. Don't worry. I'll use Totodile to battle Ninetales. Ash, wait.
A second.
that they're up against a 200-year-old spirit of vengeance is, well, time to bed. Well, time to battle it. But what would it just throw us out? To battle it. But
Can we get that timing? That should still be good.
but why did just throw?
There we go, about there.
Time to battle it. But won't it just throw us out again? Not if out again. Not if I out again.
Then we go for the water part, which is over here.
Who knows what you're in for? We've got to save Rocket. No choice.
Not if I spray it with water first, maybe. Go Totodile. I can accept phasing through my bride-to-be my...
Alright, got that there. I think I need to get some sound on this one. There we go, put that there, lovely. Why did the footage do that? Oh. It's weird, normally the footage doesn't work like that.
Spirit
Okay.
of vengeance is, well, time to battle it, but... Spirit of vengeance is... Well, time to battle...
Hang on, I might be able to work this so that it's a bit smoother.
Well, time to battle it. Is, well, time to battle it, but won't it just...
That works, cool.
Spirit of vengeance is...
And there we go. Oh wait, that's not it. There we go.
Against a 200-year-old spirit of vengeance is, well, time to battle it, but won't it just throw us out again? Not if I spray it with water first, maybe. Go Totodile.
Ah. It's funny when you see the tears of the tape edit there. Okay.
I can accept phasing through my bride-to-be myself, but seeing water do it is blowing my mind. Then Ninetales give...
Come on, there can't be too much left. Come on. That's a small amount of pushing.
I can accept phasing through my bride... I can accept...
What are you? You're an
Oh, there we go.
What are you doing?
There we go. And then bring this over here.
Phasing through my bride-to-be myself, but seeing water do it is blowing my mind. It is... It is...
Let's just do a bit. Another flashback. I got to hear that again. No, thank you. Okay.
Accept phasing through my bride-to-be myself, but seeing water do it is blowing my... Be myself, but see...
About there. Oh, we're so close. Or at least I feel like we're close. We're at least close to the worst part, which is the highlights, obviously. Just so much work.
But seeing water do it is blowing my mind. Then Ninetales gives up the facade to fight at full strength, and Team Rocket find out the cookies were actually imported from Animal Crossing.
Okay, Should I do the fox? Should I do the reed laughing, or should I have the it's a fake thing in the background? Maybe just I could do both. I could have the sound effect of reed laughing. Let's take a look if I can do that. See if I can find it on YouTube. Reed laughing Animal Crossing. No, that's a comic dub. I just need to see if I can find that sound effect. They've got Red's Tent music. That could be cool. That could kind of work. I'll put that one as a backup if I can't find the actual sound effect. Here's paste there. We'll paste it as. So we don't want it to go to Chronicles. No, where's 232? There it is. Put that in there. Select the folder. Let's do it as music, please. Oh, no, it's okay. It can be video. Okay, that's fine. Refused to pay for his coffee. Will that have it? Oh no, that's Tom Nook not paying for the coffee. We want the red. I'll just look up Jolly Red sound. We'll see if that works. No, it's a trailer troller music. No. Oh yeah, mischief sound effect could work, yeah. Mischief. There it is. That's the sound. Is this? No. No, that's the old-fashioned ones. I'll just try Animal Crossing soon. Here we go. No, that's a special item. It's a menu. No, that's the people also watched. That's shot.
I don't care if it.
No. Yeah. Curiosity. No. Okay, hold on a second. Pockets and mailbox, Animal Crossing, outfit swap, fainted, menu, paid off, got stung, Mr. Musetti. It's not working. Maybe I'll just have to put the background music in there, unless someone can find the sound effect. We'll do that for now anyway, and we'll see in the next pass if I can do that. That's it. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, there it is. My gosh. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Cut, then put that over there. Paste. There we go. See if that works. So mischief and tint music. There it is. Okay.
Fight at full strength, and Team Rocket.
So it's all the way over here.
What are you doing?
Okay, about here, I think. Okay, put that there. Let's see what we can do.
The facade to fight at full strength, and Team Rocket find out the.
Okay, I probably need to.
Then Ninetales gives up the facade to fight at.
Okay, let's. I can probably do a bit of collection here. Okay, put that there.
Find. Then Ninetales gives up the facade to fight. Then Ninetales gives up the.
Dang it, doesn't quite work.
Gives up the facade to fight at. Find. Then Ninetales gives up the facade to fight at full strength, and Team Rocket find out the cookies were actually imported from Animal Crossing.
Okay, let's see if this works both ways. Okay, put that there. Oh wait, no, just the music. Put that over there.
And Team Rocket find out the cookies were actually imported from Animal Crossing.
Okay, and then little mischief in there.
Imported from Animal Crossing.
That works out. Perfect.
Then they take. And Team Rocket find out the cookies were actually imported from Animal Crossing. Then they take Brock to the study and are all.
What's the appeal in Animal Crossing? It's the appeal of all cozy games. It's just fun to be able to just kind of have a nice, peaceful place that's away from everywhere else. Where you can just kind of live the life that you were always promised as a child. If you didn't want to be a jet setter or like a CEO or something like that, you just wanted to live in a nice place and have friends and buy what you want and rent to own your house and oh jeez. I know Michael Jackson returned from the dead. Was it? Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time Michael Jackson returned from the dead. I've seen Thriller. There we go. But yeah.
Not if I spray it with water first, maybe. Go Totodile. Then Ninetales gives up the facade to fight it.
Yeah, kind of like Minecraft with no zombies. Although, like, yeah.
Still prefer the wind-up crank of Forever. And Team Rocket find out the cookies were actually imported from Animal Crossing. Then they take Brock to the study and are all.
Okay, what was the next part there? It's okay. It's very like I get stressed from Animal Crossing. Yeah, I can get that too. So some cozy games. That was me with Stardew Valley actually. Even though Stardew Valley you can literally go at whatever pace you want, I always found it stressful because I'm like, oh no, I got to make sure that all the crops are being watered at the right time and all that kind of thing. Okay. What was meant to be there? I'm just taking a lozenge, so I might sound a bit weird. That's not it. We're looking for. Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So actually, there's not meant to be a clip there. That's
Then
fine.
they take Brock to the study and are all...
Okay, this should be a little bit easier. Everybody makes fun of how their town's become a barren wasteland.
Look at this painting, bro. Look at this painting, Brock.
This one was kind of a lame joke, but sometimes you have to have the lame jokes so that you can contrast with them. Makes the good jokes shine all the brighter.
Then they take Brock to the study and are all...
Look at this painting, Brock. Brock.
And are all... And are all... Look at this photograph! I mean...
This painting, Brock.
Perfect.
Photograph! I mean painting! I was going to say, it doesn't make me laugh at all. And no lie, this is actually getting pretty intense. Ninetales waited 200 years for her master and isn't letting Brock go. And they're actually succeeding in making it look pretty intimidating.
Cool. Get a nice shot of Ninetales looking intimidating.
Brock, this is a painting of that Ninetales owner. Wait, Ninetales, Brock's not who you think he is. You see, we just read your master's diary. He went away over 200 years ago, right?
200? Hold on. That means the guy.
There we go. I love it when they get the right eye shines, the right shiny eye blobs. Alright. Just want the image, not the...
And they're actually succeeding in making it look pretty intimidating. And as far as I know, you are too.
Hold on.
Now. Coco, we know that this mansion is all just an illusion created by Ninetales. Tails.
Okay, another lip sync. Oh boy.
Intimidating.
Coco, we know that this mansion is all just an illusion.
Okay, unlink. Yep.
Coco.
About there. Oh, dang it. Just need to cut there, and then we might need to do a couple copy pastes. Copy paste, please. There you go.
Just an illusion created by Ninetales.
And as far as I know.
Oh, dang it. All good. Move it forward a bit. Give it a little bit.
Illusion created by Ninetales.
And as far
Bit more.
as I
Created by Ninetales.
and as far as I know, you are too now. I know you and as far as I know
About there, I'd say.
Now.
Okay, I'll put that there.
as far as I know, you are too now I think about it.
That should work. Then we'll just go copy paste. Sometimes you just need a cutaway in order for it to work.
You are too now I think about it. Why am I addressing you again? But Why am I addressing you again? But
There's the lip. There it is.
But seriously, you again? But seriously, it's starting to actually get properly But seriously, it's starting to actually get properly non-cartoonishly violent as Isaac Clarke's off. Non-cartoonishly violent as it's starting to actually get properly.
About there. About there. Let's see how that works.
Get properly non-cartoonish.
Not quite. Bit more.
Properly non-cartoonishly violent as Isaac Clarke's off the ceiling and makes a noise you only make if you're seriously hurt or over 35 and trying to get up from an armchair.
Let's get that noise. About there. That does sound like someone trying to get up from a chair.
From an armchair. Trying to get up. Get up. From
Maybe I can shuffle this forward just a wee bit. Make it match up better.
5 and trying to get up from an armchair. 5 and trying to get up from an armchair.
Take it a bit more.
35 and trying to get up from an armchair.
That works, but does it make it better over here?
Non-cartoon. It's starting to actually get properly non-cartoon. It's starting to actually get.
If I shuffle this over, that should work out.
It's starting to actually get properly non-cartoonishly violent as Isaac
Okay,
climbs
that'll
off the ceiling and makes a noise you only make if you're seriously hurt or over 35 and trying to get up from an armchair.
Okay.
Seriously, Brock? Oh, you meant me.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep.
No, stop it, Ninetales!
She's right.
No, stop it, Ninetales!
She's right.
Okay, there we go.
She's right.
Man, this one was a tough one. Okay. Didn't even take any breaks this time, and it's going to take the full 4 hours probably. Oh man, maybe even more. Well, it depends on how.
She's right.
Seriously, Brock? Oh, you meant me. Oh.
Now, Ninetales, return.
We want Brock now!
Okay, about there, I'd say. Put that there. Get the thing there.
She's right.
Seriously, Brock? Oh, you meant me. Seriously, Brock?
Then we go back to the Ninetales click. Right about there.
Oh, you meant me. Oh, good. But Brock is able to defeat Ninetales through a clever and rather sad strategy rather than beat it into submission, as he fills the role of the Master one last time and returns the lonely Pokemon.
Okay.
200.
Also want...
Put that there. Let me zoom that in a bit.
As he fills the role of the Master one last time and returns the lonely...
There.
As he fills the role of the Master one last time...
And bring that over.
as he fills the role of the master one last time and returns the lonely Pokemon. Then Lococo shows up and returns the lonely Pokemon. Then Lococo shows up and thanks the twerps. But wait. Then Lococo shows up and thanks the twerps. But wait.
More. Okay, I think we're nearly at the trivia though. Come on. Where's the trivia?
No, luckily, a timeout in the ball was enough to... Mom? Why are you... Actually, this is basically unchanged.
Oh no, this
Yes,
one's really gonna have to... I'm really gonna have to go into, I'm not gonna be able to do it all in this shift, but I'm gonna try. I forgot there was an entire other section here. Oh boy.
But we return Ninetales. Yes, some Pokemon... But...
Okay, hold on. Where were we up to here? Okay.
I waited 200 years for Ninetales. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brock.
But if you've waited 200 years, then you must be.
Yes. Say.
Pardon me.
I am also an illusion that created by Ninetales. Slay. Tails.
There we go.
But wait.
Yes, I am also an illusion that has. Yes,
Hi.
I am also an illusion that has been created by Ninetales.
But we return... Yes, some Pokemon is...
Illusion?
Would you help us understand how all this happened?
Yes,
Excuse me. Wait 1 sec. Come on.
I forgot how dang long I made this. Make it work.
Time, huh?
No, too long. Don't worry.
It says the owner was going on a trip.
About there.
But we return Ninetales. Ninetales.
Now I know there was a long... Lococo did a really long monologue before. Let's see if we can find that. Is it this one?
and now I'm the only one left here to care for this
Yes, that's all. Stick with... Oh, and also, I should mean by your usual...
created such a
Okay, so we have a serendipitous shell. We watched as Ash walked up the winding stone pathways past the parapets of stone as...
Get married?
You are... Okay, Ivy. I wish that... I admit, I do want...
Would you believe?
This, if the did... Brocky... Wow, this is pretty... Eggs,
We've got to snap him out of it somehow.
Are the twerps actually being... Oh no, but no, I can tell because a mole gave me the info. Then, unfortunately, the twerps brain blast, but won't it? Then knocked it from... Then they take...
Look at this painting, Brock.
Look at this! And they're actually succeeding in making it look pretty intimidating.
Lococo. Tails.
And why am I dressing and makes a noise
No! Stop it, Ninetales!
as he...
I am also an illusion that has been created by Ninetales.
But we return...
Oh dang it! I got a frame flash there.
But...
There we go. Bring that over.
Tails.
But we return Ninetales.
Maybe I could just use this one. Shouldn't be too bad.
Yes, some Pokemon are so powerful they can create avatars of psychic energy that I can speak through, even when reduced to powerful they can create.
See if I can find a nice non-line. Oh yeah, I think it was there.
Behavior.
There we go. That's a good one.
Avatars of psychic energy that I can speak through, even when reduced to atoms. That I can speak through, even when reduced to reduced to
there. Bring that over.
Powerful, they can create avatars of psychic energy that I can speak through. Even can create avatars of avatars.
About there. Dang it, wrong button. There we go. Freeze. Cool.
Can create avatars of psychic energy that I can speak through, even when reduced to atoms. Even non-legendaries like me are basically gods, and you fight them like roosters. So do try to respect them, okay?
That almost fits perfectly, don't it?
So do try to respect them, okay? Do try to respect them, okay?
Don't it? Not quite.
So do try to respect them, okay? That I can speak.
Dang it.
Create avatars of psychic. Create avatars.
Doesn't quite cut properly. About there, I'd say. About here.
Can create avatars of psychic energy that I can speak through, even when reduced to atoms. Even non-legendaries like me are basically.
Dang it! I had it was working better when I had that that pause there. It actually worked perfectly. Let's see if I can.
Reduced to atoms. Even non-legendaries like me are basically gods, and you fight them like roosters. So do try to respect them, okay? So do try to respect.
See, I'll put that there. That should be a bit better.
Years ago. I have paid out to its master.
About there, maybe. Let's see.
Gods, and you fight them. It's like me are basically gods, and you fight them like roosters. So do. And you fight them like roosters. So do try to respect them, okay?
That'll do.
No! No, luckily, a timeout in the ball was enough.
Well, we can't. Then I've got that whole Team Rocket thing afterwards. Ah! Was not expect. I really need to go easier on myself in the scripting sessions.
Yes.
Excuse me. Wait 1 sec. We should all we should all hear this. So come on out, Nine Tails.
Try to respect them, okay?
We should all hear this. So come on out, Nine Tails. So come on out, Nine Tails.
No!
I might add something there, but for now we can leave it.
So come on out, Nine Tails.
No! No, luckily, a timeout in the ball was enough to center Ninetales, apparently, and we hear the full story. No! No, luckily, a timeout in the ball was enough to center Ninetales, apparently, and we hear the full story. It seems that Ninetales becomes psychic and ball was enough to
Let's trim that over. There we go. About there.
center Ninetales, apparently, and we hear the full story. It seems that Ninetales becomes psychic.
Oh.
150 more years passed, and as I was waiting, I began to.
There we go.
It seems that Ninetales becomes psychic fire type if they live long enough, and was forced by their It seems that Ninetales becomes psychic fire type if they live long enough, and was forced by their Pokeball to stay in the home that fire type if they live long enough, and was forced by their Pokeball to stay in the home they once loved.
Then get the nice tableaus. Where are they? Oh, there actually. That's such a good shot. It goes through all 4 seasons.
Time went on, and finally, 10 years passed, and still we didn't return. One by one, the servants disappeared.
Tails become psychic fire type if they live long enough, and was forced by their psychic fire type if they live long.
Out there, I'd say. Let's go there.
It seems that Ninetales becomes psychic fire type if they live long enough, and was forced by their Pokeball to stay in the home they once loved. Genuinely sad stuff and kind of disturbing implications if a trainer loses their Pokeball, but I guess all its power is directly proportional to knowledge of its backstory, as now Team Rocket can just... its backstory as...
So close.
To wait for. After 20 and then 30 years, the dimension kept fall apart. Even then, I waited. Hoping against all hope that someday, somehow, my master would return. My memories of the wonderful time my master and I had together were all I had. When I finally realized that 100 years passed, I knew he could no longer be of this earth. Sadly, I decided to leave this place. I could, as well as nostalgia, and strength power I didn't understand.
It's the power that exists within this Pokeball.
150 more years passed, and as I was waiting, I began to realize that I had gained mysterious powers. But 200 years wounds.
I remember reading about the ancient history of all Ninetales, and how it lasted for 1,000 years.
Now I saw you, I need so much like my master. I mostly thought that the dream was everything was beautiful. Before, happy. But I realize now I was so terribly wrong. I'm truly sorry for what I did. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, Ninetales.
Sorry, that was such a anticlimax. It's funny.
As now Team Rocket can just pick it up. Just pick it up. Of course, the twerps release it, and it helps do the honors.
See, I think I wanted a clip there, or did I? No. No, not pair for trouble.
Prepare for
Must be so close.
Of course, the twerps release it, and it helps do the honors, but I can't help feeling they missed a great opportunity here.
Yeah, coming down. Where are we?
poison sting!
Of course, the twerps release it, and it helps do the honors. The twerps release it.
Pardon me. I need to remember to put that shot. Okay, cool. Put that there.
Jessie Bell? Jessie Bell, what are you doing with that ball game? But it's still a good fight as is, and the ball is shattered really easily. Did they make them out of porcelain back then? Ball is shattered as is, and the ball is shattered. The ropes, but it's still a good fight as is, and the ball is shattered really easily. Did they make them out of porcelain back then? The fact that you were registered to the Pokeball meant that you were compelled to stay in the area for 200 years has nasty implications.
Okay. I'll go back and do that annoying bit in a second, but first I just want to quickly finish this off so I know I don't have to do it later.
That's what your master would want for you.
Your Pokeball's been broken. That means you're free now to go anywhere you like.
Okay, about there. Then what I'll do is I'll just cut and paste there.
porcelain back then.
Your Pokeball's been broken. That means you're free now to go.
And it helps do the honors, but I can't.
There it is.
Of course, the twerps release it, and it helps do the honors, but I can't help feeling they missed a great opportunity here. We got you now, Ninetales.
We just need to get those
Your
dang.
Pokeball's been broken. That means you're free now to go anywhere you like.
The fact that you were registered to the Pokeball meant that.
Unlink, please.
Your Pokeball's been broken. That means you're free.
The fact that you were registered to the Pokeball.
Up there, that'll work. Let me copy paste that. Copy paste paste.
Where you like.
The fact that you were registered to the Pokeball meant that you were compelled to stay in the area for 200 years has nasty implications of serious systemic flaws in our system that would probably best ignore for the sake of our sanity. Yep, that about sums up humanity from what I've.
I might just have that cut in a little bit.
Our sanity. Yep, that about sums up humanity from what I've seen over 2 centuries. Good luck, hairless apes. Nature will. Of our sanity. Yep, that about sums up humanity from what I've seen over 2 centuries. Good luck, hairless apes. Nature will outlive you all. Ah, thanks. What a nice lady. Thoughts?
That's odd. Okay. There we go. Normally I cut it off way quicker.
What a nice lady. Thoughts? What was going through the writer's room in Pokemon at this point in time? After
Okay. Maybe I can get it done within the 4 hours. I just need to get this part done.
We got you now, Nine.
Oh boy, here we go. I know there's one where James talks on it. There we go.
We got you now, Ninetales. Tails.
Then we just need the sound effect of using the magic. It's good, but it's a bit too transparent. There's one of just them using the power. There we go. That was a good one.
Pikachu, Thunderbolt him.
Okay, that could work. I just need to make sure that the sound effect works properly. No, I need the sound effect too. There it is. Then we freeze that. Yep. Oh, dang it. Unlink. Thank you. Cool, we're getting there.
You now, Ninetales.
I'll do some effects later. At the moment, this is just the first pass. We just want it to be rough effects.
Oh, Ninetales! Jessie Bell? Jessie Bell, what are you doing with that ball gag? Father, get away from Growly with that shotgun! Mom? Why are you holding hands with Miss Crabtree?
Oh, no, see.
They leave. Go!
I might just do I might do still images there. Yeah, I'll do still images there, so it won't be so bad. Yep.
Jessie Bell? Jessie Bell, what are you doing with that ball gag? Father, get away from Growly with that shotgun!
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put that there, and I'll have like little images pop up in front of it. That'll look good.
Jessie Bell? Jessie Bell, what are you doing with that ball gag? Father!
Yep, that's good. That'll come in later. Actually, I might just...
Meowsy, why are you... Actually, this is basically unchanged.
Then I can just get Meow to...
Surrender now.
Delirious. There's no way we're getting back 200-year-old Ninetales.
Okay, yep. Put that there. It's okay to have a little bit of extra work there, but as long as it's just like images and stuff, that's not so bad.
Yep, here come the ropes. But it's still a good fight as is, and the ball is shattered really easily. Did they... Yep, that about sums up humanity from what I've seen over 2 centuries.
There we go. About there.
Yep, that about sums up humanity from what I've seen over 2 centuries. Good luck, hairless apes. Nature will outlive you all. Ah, thanks. What a nice lady. Thoughts? What was...
Alright. We finally got through highlights. Hooray. My gosh, that was a nasty one. Okay. This one should be a lot easier because I use a lot more avatars. Let's see. Oh. Just need to quickly take someone. Back to it. Nearly.
Lady. Thoughts? What was going through the writer's room in Pokemon at this point in time? After 2 seasons of basically mediocre trudging from episode to episode, we're suddenly getting back-to-back bangers. This current run is feeling more like Kanto with the wild swings, fun premises, and intriguing plots we've been getting. As was suggested to me during the scripting session, this was possibly because Advanced Generation was now actually in full development, so they no longer needed to spin their wheels and could actually start working towards a strong conclusion, so viewers would be all in on the upcoming shakeup. That might not be the case, of course. I wasn't...
Okay, hold on. Let's go for... I think we have no screenshot. It was somewhere in here. I think we had it. I'm not sure I put it in here somewhere. There's a Nintendo Power. We want the So I know that's the UG SATA. Where's the... I literally had the... Oh, no, wait. It's in here. Yeah, that's right. There it is. Cool. Put that in there.
As was this current run is feeling more like Kanto with the wild swings, fun premises, and intriguing plots we've been getting. As was suggested to me during the scripting session, this was possibly because Advanced Generation was now actually in full development, so they no longer needed to spin their wheels and could actually start working towards a strong on the upcoming shakeup. That might not be the case, of course, I wasn't in the room, but I'm not complaining either way, as this was comparable to Shudo almost at his best, and I am shocked that it was Shoji Yunemura who pulled it off.
There we go, that'll do.
That might not be the case, of course, I wasn't in the room, but I'm not complaining either way, as this was comparable to Shudo almost at his best, and I am shocked that it was Shoji Yunemura who pulled it off. Sure, he's definitely shown imagination in the past with That might not be the case, of course, I wasn't in the room, but I'm not complaining. After 2 seasons of base... What was going through the writer's room in Pokemon at this point in time? After 2 seasons of basically mediocre trudging from episode to episode, we're suddenly getting back.
Next Takagami episode is a Price episode, and I'm guessing it's got a... Wait, doesn't Price have like a family dynamic in there somewhere?
Back-to-back bangers. This current run is feeling more like Kanto with the wild swing. After 2 seasons of basically mediocre trudging from episode to episode, we're... After 2 seasons of basically mediocre trudging from episode to episode, we're suddenly getting back-to-back bangers. This current run is feeling more like Kanto with the wild swing, fun premises, and intriguing plots we've been getting. As was suggested... We're suddenly getting back-to-back bangers. This... We're suddenly from episode to episode, we're suddenly... After 2 seasons of... At this point in time. After 2 seasons of basically mediocre trudging from episode to episode, we're suddenly getting back-to-back bangers. This current run is feeling more like Kanto with the wild swings, fun premises, and intriguing plots we've been getting. As was suggested to me during the scripting session, this was possibly because Advanced Generation was now actually in full development, so they no longer needed to spin their wheels and could actually start working towards... a strong conclusion, so viewers will be all in on the upcoming shakeup. That might not be the case, of course.
Inverse of Charmander Stray Pokemon, and I think he wrote that, didn't he? Or was it Tomioka?
So viewers
No,
will
he
be all
wrote
in on
Charmander
the
Stray
upcoming
Pokemon.
shakeup. That might not be the case, of course, I wasn't in the room, but I'm not complaining either way, as this was comparable to Shudo almost at his best, and I am shocked that it was Shoji Yunemura who pulled it off. Sure, he's definitely shown imagination in the past with episodes like Airtime and some great atmospheric pieces like Houndoom's with episode...
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, this is always annoying, but I gotta do it. Okay, so... Alright, so... Airtime, let's see. That's 160. 160 is in orange. No, it isn't. It's in Johto. 160 is in Johto Journeys, I think. Let's see, footage. Yep, there it is, 160. Oh, didn't it work? Did it go in there? 160. Should be right there. Hang on, let me re-import it. There it is. Okay, 160.
Sure, he's definitely shown imagination in the past with episodes like Airtime and some great atmospheric pieces like Houndoom's Special Delivery.
Okay. And Houndoom's Special Delivery is 180. So grab that. I think that's in the same one. Oh, no, it's not. It's in the next one. Okay, so it's in Champions. 180. There it is. Cool.
But he also wrote some absolute clunkers like Power Play and Unbearable.
Okay, Power Play is... Oh, Unbearable. I saw that one. 186. 186 for Unbearable. That should be in the Johto Champions. 186. There it is. 186. What was Power Play though? That was... it's not Power Play. There it is. 171. That was it over there. So 171. Where are you? Yep, put that there. Then
Power Play and Unbearable. He seems to specialize in high concepts and interesting premises, though, and power plants, weirdly. And he absolutely hit it out of the park with this. I was sure this was a Takigami joint with the strained family relation.
cool. I'll put those in a sec. Let me just do these parts here. Maybe that should work. Yep.
I was sure this was a Takigami joint with the strained family relations and fantastic pacing, but nope. This one really shows his potential. But yes, the episode itself. I love how it was able to sidestep the iffiness of the child marriage.
So you put that there.
Time went on. Finally, he task and still didn't return. When my one service disappeared, I was left alone to wait.
There we go. Put that there.
I love how it was able, but yes, the episode itself. I love how it was able to sidestep the iffiness of the child marriage angle in a subtle but effective way by showing that as a loyal non-human companion, Ninetales only saw marriage as two people choosing to stay together forever. So it was the most efficient means of getting Brock to stay permanently. I loved how the mystery was built.
Okay, I know that one. That's over here when he's on the chair. Cool. Put that there.
So it was the most efficient means of getting Brock to stay permanently. I loved how the mystery was built up too. It was a slow burn for just long enough, but didn't fall in.
So you want the mirror episode there.
Pleased.
Peak. Sorry, you're
About there. Cool.
I loved how the mystery was built up too. It was a slow burn for just long enough, but didn't fall into the trap of going on for so long that we wonder if the investigators have been hit over the head. Even after the supernatural is revealed, there was still lingering.
Let's go for the Pokeball, I think. There we go, put that there.
The investigators have been hit over the head. Even after the supernatural is revealed, there were still lingering questions that the episode was able to answer organically through the course of events. It also had an achingly relatable, nuanced anti-villain that complemented and expanded on Brock's established, explicit trait of being girl crazy.
Okay, there we go. Hold up. That'll be just appearing there. About here, I think. There we go.
It also had an achingly relatable, nuanced anti-villain that complemented and expanded on Brock's established, explicit trait. It also had an achingly relatable, nuanced anti-villain that complemented and expanded on...
Put that there. I think that'll go a bit later.
Brock's established explicit trait of being girl crazy, but also his implicit characteristics of wanting to be validated as a provider, of coming from a broken home, but also his implicit characteristics of wanting to be validated as a provider, but also his implicit characteristics of wanting to be validated as a provider.
A bit more.
But also his implicit characteristics of wanting to be validated as a provider, of coming from a broken home, and of just caring for the well-being of Pokemon in general. Both he and Ninetales want to be part of...
Do that with the fan there. There we go. There we go. Put that there. Ah, wrong button. There we go. We're getting there.
Pokemon in general. Both he and Ninetales want to be part of a complete family again, but because the relation... for the well-being of Pokemon in general. Both he and Ninetales want to be part of a complete family again.
And then put that over here.
But because the relationship was based purely on that need, it devolved into codependency. It may possibly, or even probably, be unintentional, but the way you get Brock's established explicit trait of being girl...
Let's get a girl crazy clip out of the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, put that there.
That complemented and expanded on Brock's established explicit trait of being girl crazy, but also his implicit characteristics of wanting to be validated as a provider, of coming from a broken home, and of just caring for the well-being of Pokemon in general. Both he and Ninetales want to be part of a complete family again, but because the relationship was based purely on that need, it devolved into codependency. It may possibly, or even probably, be unintentional, but the way you get fantastic unintentional readings like that is through a solid base of consistent characterization and a sound, well-paced structure. It was... But the way you get fantastic unintentional readings like that is through a solid base of consistent characterization and a sound, well-paced structure. It was also gorgeous, being storyboarded by Kazu Yokota, whom I haven't brought up before but has a really solid legacy with episodes like Tentacool and Tentacruel and the Bridge Bike Gang. Even...
Okay, let's just do Tentacool and Tentacruel. I don't think we need to do the whole thing. Which is... Tentacool and Tentacruel is quite early on. Not too early, but quite early. It's definitely in Kanto. There it is. 19. I know I had it in an earlier one, but it's just quicker to do this. 19. Is there a telephoto zoom at some point? I believe it. There we go. Yeah, I knew there was a nice one there. There's a nice multi-plane camera there. There's that shot that's in every single opener.
We humans understand that we've hurt you.
There we go.
It was also gorgeous, but the way you... It was also gorgeous, being storyboarded by Kazu Yokota, whom I haven't brought up before, but has a really solid legacy with episodes like Tentacool and Tentacruel and the Bridge Bike Gang. Even in bad episodes like the P. Kahuna or Naval Maneuvers, he was always able to get some well-composed shots in there.
Okay, probably Naval Maneuvers, I'd say. It has better shots than P. Kahuna. And Naval Maneuvers is definitely Orange League, and that was... Where's Naval Maneuver? There you are, 93. That's an orange. 93. There we go. Let's just do that one amazing shot. Dang it, where is it? There we go. There we go. There we go, put that there.
Not to mention, even in bad episodes like the P. Kahuna or Naval Maneuvers, he was always a... Tentacruel and the Bridge Bike Gang. Even in bad episodes like the P. Kahuna or Naval Maneuvers, he was always able to get some well-composed shots in there. Not to mention the animation was done by Yumanosuke Tokuda, a newcomer whose only other credit so far is for Ho-Oh the Bells Toll, but that had good cuts as well, so...
Okay, then for Ho-Oh the Bells Toll, I believe is 2-2... What was 2 for Ho-Oh the Bells Toll? Was... Is that for Ho-Oh the Bells Toll? No. I know there's a bell one here somewhere. Dag nabbit. That's the bird one. Dang it! Do I have to look it up there? Even though it's just been quite recently. For Ho-Oh the Bells Toll, where are you? It's deep here. Okay, I went way too far here. There we go. Big Blue Blow Up for her. It was pretty close. No, we're back. Oh, we went too far. Oh, it's further away than I thought it was. No, it isn't, because I just did it recently. There it is. 227. Gotcha. Knew it was here somewhere. 226. I accidentally included it in the 226 folder, or I included it in the 228 folder. But yeah, there it is. I don't know why that's there. I need to put that there instead. There we go. Got mixed up. Yep. Let's do a shot of that gorgeous bell would probably be great.
Ringing of the bells today was a signal to us that the ancient crystal.
Dang it. It's weird not to hear him as Dan Green. I know there's a couple of good shots in here. I've seen it. I give up. I'm just gonna show them playing with it. There we go. Ah, found it. There we go.
In there. Not to mention the animation was done by Yumanosuke Tokuda, a newcomer whose only other credit so far is for Ho-Oh the Bells Tolled, but that had good cuts as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing his other...
I know there's a good one here somewhere. I know, I'll just do the, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. The legendary dogs. That'd be good. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff. Yes. Perfect.
as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing his other work, if nothing else.
Actually, I should probably just get rid of that one. That's fine.
But that had good cuts as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing his other work, if nothing else. Ho-Oh the Bells Tolled, but that had good cuts as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing his other work. If nothing else, he's amazing at making Mons look menacing. But yeah, you know what? I was going to make this an old... If nothing else, he's amazing at making Mons look menacing. But yeah, you know what? I was going to make this an Ultra Ball, but writing about how well the story and characters gelled with each other in both blatant and subtle ways, how excellent the overall vibes are, and the fact...
I picked 232. Put that there. We're all getting there.
The fact that it made me laugh out loud a few times but writing about how well the story and characters gelled with each other in both blatant and subtle ways, how excellent the overall vibes are, and the fact that it made me laugh out loud a few times convinced me. I think it just about...
I know, that's a good, there we go. Out there.
Story and characters gelled with each other in both blatant and subtle ways.
I'll bring this one over here, about there.
But writing about how well the story and characters gelled with each other in both blatant and subtle ways. Story and characters gelled with each other in both blatant and subtle ways. How excellent the... in both blatant and subtle ways. How excellent the overall vibes are, and the fact that it made me laugh out loud a few times convinced me. I think it just about slips over into a master ball. It's an episode I wouldn't be embarrassed to watch with my non-Poke fan friends, though maybe not my less nerdy friends. Trivia.
Okay, we're nearly there.
I think it just about slips over into a master ball. It's an episode I wouldn't be embarrassed to watch with my non-Poke fan friends, though maybe not my less nerdy friends. Trivia. Okay, for a supreme nitpick here, and it's not even a criticism of this episode.
Okay, we're so close. Darn it. Only got 5 minutes until the shift is up, but we'll see. Maybe I can just about squeeze it in.
Okay, for a supreme nitpick here, and it's not even a criticism of this episode, but much later in Pokemon Horizons, it's established that when a Pokemon's trainer dies, said Pokemon is automatically released. So
that's fine, I'll just add images
that
there.
retroactively means Ninetales wouldn't have been trapped at all. But hey, if you want to headcanon it, there are two possible explanations. One is that Ninetales ball was a super fancy custom ball that didn't function like the others, and the other is that Ninetales... So that retroactively means Ninetales wouldn't have been trapped at all. But hey, if you want to headcanon it, there are... two possible explanations. One is that
Now, where's that ball? Where's that Pokeball again? About there. Dang it.
One is that Ninetales ball was a super fancy custom. Fancy custom ball was a super fancy custom ball. Was a super fancy custom ball that didn't function like the others, and the other is that Ninetales' train.
Here it is. Let's do that.
And the other is that Ninetales' trainer is still alive. I mean, the game.
The rest of it can just be, if it's just images, I just really want to finish off the basic edit before we finish.
Others, and the other is that didn't function like the others, and the other is that like the others, and the other is that Ninetales' trainer is still alive. I mean, the games have shown people can live for centuries, and I've heard that the anime does later as well, so that just makes him a huge jerk. Heck, maybe he's Brock's granddad, who even knows, right? In the original Japanese...
Yeah, we can do that. We'll bring this a little closer.
Makes him a huge jerk. Heck, maybe he's Brock's granddad, who even knows, right? In the original Japanese, the Rockets instead find a Scrooge McDuck bin full of biscuits.
Okay, this one I can actually, I've got the download for. Where is it? At least I thought I did. Did I put in downloads? Hold up. Oh, that's weird. I thought I did. Okay, well I can download it here. Where is it? I know I put it in there somewhere. All good, we'll get there. Oh wait, I think I actually pinned it. I need to remember that I pinned these things. Yep. Oh no, that's the Raikou Legion of Thunder, we don't want that. There we go, found it. Alright. Don't know why I didn't download it. I keep forgetting. All good. There it is now. So open a folder. There you are. Cut and paste. Alright, so bring that over here. it is.
Now, this might be a little confusing for the Americans in the audience, but in the UK and some of the Commonwealth, a biscuit is actually any small hard versions of what Americans call cookies. We also have cookies. In the original Japanese, the rockets... Heck, maybe he's Brox. In the original Japanese, the rockets instead find a Scrooge McDuck bin full of biscuits. Now, this might be a little confusing for the Americans in the audience, but in the UK and some of the Commonwealth, a biscuit is actually any small hard versions of what Americans
need to
call
get
cookies.
the
We
Brock
also have
footage while I'm
cookies,
doing
but
that.
those are exclusively the soft, chewy kind you bake fresh, or a store-bought equivalent. So for us, a chocolate chip cookie is definitely a cookie, but an Oreo is a biscuit. This led to some serious confusion when I went to the States and heard about Hardee's sausage biscuits with gravy. I still don't know how biscuit came to mean a kind of scone over there. So I guess in Japan they must have a similar system to the Brits. Now, if I went fully into this next point, the video would be twice as long, but suffice it to say that the way Ninetales... Now, if I...
I can't keep going. It's okay. This one took an exceptionally long time, and the fact that we were able to get to the trivia is pretty awesome. I think we can still do the second pass tomorrow. It'll just be an annoyingly long trivia section in the next pass. Should work out. I just really want to get 4 done. Well, I just really want to get 4 done this week, this month, and then we can work on like more breaks later on. But yeah, 4-hour shift still works out. So what's the timing on it so far? I think that's pretty much all of the clips. So this one here. Okay, what's our timing? Yep, 15 minutes. It doesn't seem that long, but it's just because I had so much dub in there. I'm pretty sure. Oh well. It'll be, like I said, we'll finish it. We'll see if we can finish it off tomorrow. That's what I'm looking forward to. And then we can I mean, like, if we can get one video before the 10th of the month, that's a really good sign. So we'll see how things go with that. Right, see you guys tomorrow, same time. And we'll see if I can get some better music, because the music just kind of stopped after a bit. Right, see you guys then.